Live from Oaklawn Foundation Gymnasium in the Kettle on the campus of National Park College in Hot Springs, this is the Nighthawk Holiday Classic presented by First Security in La Hacienda. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. Welcome back to the Kettle, day 2 of the Nighthawk Holiday Classic, the 3rd annual, and yesterday's games were exciting to say the least. In the opener, ASU Mid-South took down Kansas City, Kansas Community College on a nail-biting three-pointer at the finish line to take the Greyhounds over the Blue Devils, and now they'll get a chance to take on Allen County Community College in today's game. Allen County struggled with National Park College last night, falling 97 to 69, and leading the way for the Red Devils was Randy Crosby, a bright spot for Allen County last night with 27 points. And there was a lot of production from Allen County from the free throw line, and the Red Devils have been proficient at forcing fouls. They could take advantage of Mid-South today in that regard if the Greyhounds find themselves getting a little too physical on the floor. But last night it was Darren Wallace, the hero, with the game-winning three-pointer for ASU Mid-South. And today, Wallace and the Greyhounds will take on Allen County to try to sweep the tournament. Leading the way for the Greyhounds last night was 23-point efforts from Jesse Washington and Jamarian Westbrook. And as we said yesterday, this is a team that takes a lot of threes and they make a lot of threes. And I suspect the three ball will be a large part of Mid-South's offense yet again today. You see the Greyhounds warming up over on the far side of the gymnasium. Fans beginning to make their way in the gymnasium for day 2 of the Nighthawk Holiday Classic. And of course, across the way, it's Allen County Community College. The Red Devils looking to avenge last night's loss to a good National Park team and try to take down the ASU Mid-South Greyhounds. We've got a lot of fun coming your way here on the Holiday Classic. Game 1 is Mid-South and Allen County. And coming up afterward, the number 3 National Park Nighthawks take on the Blue Devils of Kansas City, Kansas Community College. We'll take a break. We've got starting lineups for game number 1 coming your way next on the Nighthawk Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932. Growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all, and everyone deserves an opportunity to find their place. Flexible class options, in-person and online, help you set the schedule you need at about half the cost of the average Arkansas university. National Park College offers a supportive college experience, close to home at about half the cost. Schedule a tour or apply today. Learn more at np.edu.
Basketball is what I rise above alcohol and drugs.
Back here in the Kettle, day 2 of the Nighthawk Holiday Classic. It pits ASU Mid-South versus Allen County Community College for game number 1 of today's action. And if you're new to the broadcast, didn't get a chance to catch us yesterday, here's how things go here on the Nighthawk Network. It doesn't matter which team you're rooting for tonight. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're excited to see. We would love to give you a shout out on the broadcast today. And as we get to starting lineups, first we'll start with the Red Devils of Allen County Community College out of Kansas. Leading things off, number 1, E.J. Lewis. Number 2, Randy Crosby. Number 10, David Teal. Number 12, Dante Jackson. And number 33, Dirk Johnson. And for our friends from West Memphis, Arkansas, the Arkansas State University Mid-South Greyhounds, their starting 5 is as follows. Number 3, Kyron Dock. Number 12, Samuel Chapin. Number 20, Darren Wallace. Number 21, Jesse Washington. And number 24, Jamarian Westbrook. In the warm-ups today, we saw Allen County practicing three-pointers specifically, and the coach I think Coach didn't have a lot of confidence in the way that Allen County shot the basketball, falling behind early against NPC yesterday, and is hoping to take advantage of that. Saw something on the game film going back and watching the broadcast last night, and they think that they have the secret into disrupting the momentum and the tempo and the rhythm that Mid-South brings to the table. For Mid-South, conversely, they shot a lot of three-pointers last night, and it helped propel them to victory, taking a 10-point lead into the second half. And even though Kansas City, Kansas was able to disrupt and erase that 10-point deficit, it was ultimately a three-pointer from Darren Wallace that got the Greyhounds over the finish line. As I talked about in the pregame, I think that that's going to be the bread and butter for the men in black today, the Mid-South Greyhounds. Allen County Community College dressed in white tops, white bottoms with red numbers and letters. We're ready for basketball here in the Kettle. Special thank you to Miles Webb helping us out on camera this afternoon. Thank you for everything that you do. And the start of day 2 of the Nighthawk Holiday Classic is underway. Dirk Johnson hangs on to the rock. Allen County will have it to start things off. E.J. Lewis finds Dante Jackson on the inside, and there's a steal down low. Lewis comes up with the loose rock. Allen County on the move. Jackson goes to the rim, can't get it to go, no whistle. Rebound picked up by Mid-South, stolen away by Teal. David Teal puts a shot up, can't get it to go, and Jesse Washington will pull down the rebound for the Greyhounds. ASU Mid-South looking to be the first to strike here, about 30 seconds off the clock here in the first half. Jamarian Westbrook hands it off. Long three on its way in and out. Wallace with the rebound. Feeds it to Westbrook. He's fouled. Free throws coming early. The foul is going to be against Allen County, and that's going to send Jamarian Westbrook to the free throw line for the Mid-South Greyhounds. Westbrook finished with 23 points in yesterday's win over Kansas City, Kansas. Looking to light up the scoreboard for the Greyhounds for the first time today. First shot on its way, no good. One more attempt coming for Jamarian Westbrook. Westbrook takes his time. And that one's in and out, no good. But Dirk Johnson stepped over the line. It's going to be a lane violation. And Westbrook's going to get another attempt here. So Westbrook with the double miss has a chance to make up for it here. And this one's good. Mid-South takes the early lead. Westbrook with the free throw. Here come the Red Devils. Randy Crosby, who finished with 27 points last night in a loss to National Park College. Hands it off to David Teal. Teal drives, no-look pass, finds E.J. Lewis. Three-pointer on its way, good. Allen County takes the lead on a big three. E.J. Lewis. Coming the other way are the Mid-South Greyhounds. 18:45 to play here in the first half. Wallace posts up for a long two. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Lewis for the Red Devils. Crosby, front court. Dished out to Jackson. Jackson makes a man miss. Threads the needle on the inside to Dirk Johnson. Johnson takes Kyron Dock with him. A physical ball game to start, to say the least. A foul on the floor. And it's going to be Mid-South basketball. Foul is charged against Randy Crosby of Allen County. Or excuse me, the foul is going to be against ASU Mid-South. Red Devil basketball here. David Teal has his hands full with Westbrook. Jamarian Westbrook adding the pressure in his face. 3 on the shot clock, driving to the hoop. That shot is up, but it is an offensive foul, a charge. And it's going to be Mid-South basketball. Dante Jackson charged with the personal. On the inside, that one's stolen away by Crosby. Crosby looking to finish at the hoop. He's fouled. Count the bucket. And Allen County out to a 5-1 start in this one. Crosby at the line for the and one. Free throw, good. Crosby with 3 points, Lewis with 3 points, and Allen County has the early advantage by 5. 17:51 to play here in the first half. Mid-South moving the basketball. Chapin rounds the arc, feeds it to Washington up high. Jesse Washington in the corner, boosts it back over to Doc. Chapin on the inside, finds a man, Wallace, it's stolen away. Steal by Dante Jackson. And here come the Red Devils coming across the front court. David Teal. Teal, 1-on-2, needs a little bit of help. And he'll throw it away. That pass intended for Dante Jackson, it sails out of bounds. Mid-South will take over with 17:24 to play. Inbounding is Washington. He finds Jamarian Westbrook. Here's Kyron Dock. Dock on the move to Washington, moving the ball well across the arc, but unable to really get anything inside. Here's Chapin trying to get something going. Long three-pointer on its way, too hard. Westbrook grabs the ball out of the sky, puts one up in traffic. Short, off the rim. Crosby with another rebound. Cross-court pass finds Jackson. Jackson has his pockets picked. Holds on to the ball, puts it up for 2. Dante Jackson on the board. Timeout on the floor. Allen County, red hot are the Red Devils right out of the gate. They lead it 8-1. We're back in a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
An 8-1 start for the Allen County Red Devils. Here, day 2 of the Nighthawk Holiday Classic. Like to see all of you guys on the broadcast. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're here to see. It doesn't matter which team you're rooting for. We'd love to give you a shout-out on the broadcast today. Of course, National Park College and Kansas City, Kansas Community College go to battle in Game 2 of the doubleheader today. And we'll carry both games right here on the same live stream link. The David Teal and Randy Crosby fan club out there on the broadcast today, cheering on Allen County Community College. Glad to have you on the broadcast today. Thanks for tuning in. 8-1, Allen County to start. Mid-South reeling. Largest deficit they've faced in the tournament so far. 16:41 to play. Here's Jesse Washington. Cross-court pass nearly intercepted by Jackson. And now turning, floating for 2 is Darren Wallace for 2. First field goal of the ball game for the Greyhounds. Here's Dirk Johnson for the Red Devils. Feeds it back high to Dante Jackson. Chapin in his face. Bounce pass inside, it's taken away. There's a collision down on the floor. And now a mismatch into the front court. Alley-oop for Westbrook. Tips it in, it's good. Jamarian Westbrook leading the Greyhounds with 3 points, and now it's a 3-point ball game, 8-5. 4 straight points coming out of the timeout for ASU Mid-South. Red Devils looking to stop the bleeding here, looking to hang on to the lead, padded if you will. Jackson is fouled, count the bucket, and Dante Jackson heads to the free throw line for the and one. Big bucket in pressure for Jackson. And he'll look to finish with the 3-point play. Free throw good. Checking in for the Allen County Red Devils, Grayson Ryan coming in off the bench. Ryan, another one of the 3-point threats for Allen County, hitting a couple in yesterday's game against NPC. Chapin on the inbound. Finding Chris Martin. Martin has his hands full as he's trapped at half court. It'll stay with ASU Mid-South. But Crosby and Jackson giving him all he could ask for on defense. 15:42 to play in the first half of action. 6-point ball game, 6-point lead for the Red Devils. Washington on the inbound finds Westbrook. He's fouled from behind. Dante Jackson. That's a couple of quick personals here in the first half against Dante Jackson. And fouls absolutely could come into play late in this one. Saw physicality out of each of these teams in their respective games yesterday. And there's a loose ball picked up by Crosby. Crosby front court, one-on-one, and he can't get it done. Goaltending is going to be the call. And ASU Mid-South's going to have the basketball here. Here comes Chris Martin. Bounce pass, finds Washington, threading the needle to Chapin. Into the front court go the Greyhounds. Chapin, double team, looking for help, finds Westbrook. Westbrook threads the needle down low. Chris Martin was wide open for 2. Martin has his first points of the ball game. As Mid-South continues to claw back into this thing. Down by as many as 7, 8-1 at one point. Now down by 2 scores, 11-7. Jackson, a floater for 2. No, and another big rebound by Chris Martin. Martin across the timeline, setting up the offense for the men in black. Westbrook, Washington manning the wing. Washington for 3, too hard, won't go. Dirk Johnson comes up with a rebound off the rim. Hand off to Teal, here's Crosby into the front court. Crosby posts up over a man and he'll draw the foul. Chapin signaled with the personal for ASU Mid-South. Randy Crosby's headed to the free throw line. He's 1 of 1 today. Crosby takes his time. Free throw on its way, no good. Checking in for ASU Mid-South, number 11, Marquise Bolden. Crosby fires number 2. It's a double miss. Rebound off the rim. Devontae Tucker for the Greyhounds. Here comes Mid-South. They move the ball quickly. Bolden needs a little bit of help. Triple teamed out on the wing. He stepped out of bounds. That was great defense from Allen County to get the ball back. 14:26 to play in the first half. It's been Allen County out front for the majority. Mid-South hasn't had the lead since a 1-0 ball game off of a free throw from Jamarian Westbrook. Allen County looking to add the lead here. Teal is fouled going up to the hoop. Another foul against the Greyhounds here. So Teal heads to the line. David Teal will shoot 2 for Allen County. And shout-outs to Dirk Johnson out there cleaning up the spill down low. The mop broke. But shout-outs to Dirk Johnson out there helping taking care of business. 5 fouls for Mid-South, 3 for Allen County. First free throw from Teal off the rim. He'll get another shot here and try to make it a 5-point ball game. Second shot. Hits a double miss. Rebound Mid-South. Greyhound basketball. Chris Martin guarded by Teal. Finding Bolden out on the wing. Bolden needs help. Feeds it on the inside, and there's a foul going to the rim. Devontae Tucker looked like he was going to go up and try to jam the basketball in. Got jammed in the process. He goes to the free throw line. So back and forth we go to the charity stripe here. Devontae Tucker shoots 2. First one good. And now a chance to make it a 2-point ball game. Tucker. No good. Off the rim. Allen County is going to hang on to it. Randy Crosby crosses the midcourt stripe. Johnson on the wing, trying to set up Ryan in motion. Couldn't quite make the connection. Here's Crosby from the free throw line. Turns, fires. No foul call. Picked up by Mid-South. Now a mismatch as they head towards the front court here. Martin. Cross court, Washington wide open for 3. There it is. That's going to tie this ball game. Jesse Washington going down hard on the play there. And a big three-pointer for ASU Mid-South. That's the first tray of the day for the Greyhounds, who are traditionally a three-point shooting squad. 13:20 to play as Ryan dishes that one down low. Johnson, and now Crosby's going to try to answer back with a 3 of his own, and he does. Allen County's going to regain the lead. Crosby has a tray, 2 for Allen County, 1 for ASU Mid-South. It's a 3-point ball game. Hand off Chris Martin. Martin threads it out on the wing. Washington has a man in his face with Hill. And now loses his dribble, throws that one away. It's out of bounds. No, excuse me, it'll stay inbounds. Tipped in by Mid-South. Red Devils will have it. Teal is blocked at the line. Hill tries to fight for a loose ball. It's picked up by Devontae Tucker. Now it's coming the other way. 1-on-1. Washington backs up on the wing. Slows down, lets his team come back into play here. 12:34 to go in the first half. Tucker and Washington looking for a running lane. Kicked out, long 3, Bolden, yes! Bolden will tie the game with a big 3. And now the threes are starting to come alive for the men in black, ASU Mid-South. All knotted up at 14. Grayson Ryan guarded heavily by Bolden. Here's Teal. Teal dashes in from the free throw line. Johnson saves it. Tipped up, Crosby has it. Red Devils swing it to the corner. Teal for 3. In and out a heartbreaker. And on the run, Chris Martin. Being chased down is Jesse Washington. He hears footsteps, no problem. He'll lay it in. And ASU Mid-South regains the lead for the first time since it was 1-0. Timeout down on the floor. Mid-South leads it 16-14. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
Jesse Washington leading the way for Arkansas State University Mid-South. 5 points in the early part of the first half. 11:53 to play. Mid-South roars back from down by as many as 7 points in the first half to take a 2-point lead here, 16-14. 14. Big three-pointers from Washington and Marquise Bolden helped guide the way for the men in black. Allen County has had some success from beyond the arc as well, with E.J. Lewis and Randy Crosby knocking down trays. Also, we see you guys out there on the live stream. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're here to see. I see the Marquise Bolden fan club out there in Louisville, Texas. What's up, Dad? Thanks for tuning in to the Nighthawk Holiday Classic. We're so glad to have you with us today. Anybody's ball game for sure. Allen County with the basketball as we resume play. That pass, a laser intended for Teal, was taken away by Mid-South. Now coming into the front court are the Greyhounds. Kyron Dock, jump pass, feeding it over to Wallace now. Wallace up over a man, it's too short. Rebound, Allen County. Jackson into the front court. Crosby, Randy Crosby from the elbow. Too hard, can't get it to go. Rebound picked up by Kyron Dock. Jesse Washington dashes in, and he'll draw the foul. Basket won't fall, but we've got free throws coming for number 21. Washington heads to the free throw line for the first time today, and he'll be the third different Greyhound to go to the stripe. First shot is good. Second shot, Washington will knock them both down. It's the biggest lead of the ball game for ASU Mid-South, 4 points, 18-14. Crosby, jump pass, finds Grayson Ryan on the wing. Bounce pass to Teal. Teal has his hands full of Jesse Washington. Backed out is Hill. Hill, long three-pointer, off the mark, no good. Rebound Mid-South. Greyhounds coming the other way, left to right. 10:49 to play in the first half. It's Kyron Dock with the basketball. Dock to Washington on the wing. Washington pulls up for a three, and he'll knock that one down. He was given just enough time, just enough space. Washington is the first player into double figures today. He has 10 of Mid-South's 21. Allen County looking to stop the bleeding here. They regain a little bit of rhythm and tempo in this one. Crosby drives in from the elbow, kicked up, and that two-pointer is good. Randy Crosby, 8 points for the Red Devils here in the first. He has half of the team's effort so far. Down low, that shot's blocked from behind by Hill, and we've got a late whistle. This one is going to be out of bounds, it appears. ASU Mid-South's going to have the basketball. So it appears that L.J. Hill stepped on the baseline, going up for the rebound there. We're halfway through the first half, and Tucker wide open for the jam. Devontae Tucker slams it in. Special thank you to CHI St. Vincent, proud sponsor of the Dunk Cam here in the Kettle this season. Grayson, Ryan, to Crosby on the wing. Teal, guarded heavily by Wallace. Wallace looking to get a steal and a takeaway. Dante Jackson back into the game for Allen County. 8 on the shot clock, long three. Teal right on the money. David Teal from downtown. And once again, I don't know if you watched the broadcasts from yesterday, we started having teams utilizing some mind games on the bench, and you may hear it on our crowd mic throughout the broadcast. You'll hear the team starting to count down the shot clock, but it's the incorrect amount on the shot clock to try to get in their heads and force them to make a shot earlier than they need to. I believe it started with Kansas City, Kansas, and then ASU Mid-South started adapting it. Allen County starting to adapt it in their game as well, and with 9:12 to play. It's still anybody's ball game, a 4-point lead for Mid-South. We've got free throws coming for Devontae Tucker. First shot. Gets the bounce. It's good. One more coming for Tucker. He'll make them both. Lead is 6 for the Greyhounds. 5 points for Devontae Tucker today. Coming up on the 9-minute remaining mark here in the first half. That one dished out to the other side of the wing. Long three, Ryan can't get it to go. Rebound picked up by Chris Martin. He feeds it to Kyron Dock. Dock looks to go coast to coast. We've got a blocking foul down low. More free throws coming for ASU Mid-South. Kyron Dock will take his turn at the line, looking to extend on the 6-point lead. First shot from Dock, good. Substitutions coming in for Allen County. I see E.J. Lewis, I see Christian Tarango. Second shot from Dock off the rim. Rebound Washington. ASU Mid-South's going to get another chance here. And I believe we're going to have an official stoppage of play. It must have to do with the shot clock, and I believe it will be. .8:46 remaining. The shot clock will stand at 15 seconds. Here's Dock. Here's a laser in the middle to Jamarian Westbrook. Feeds to Wallace. Washington for three with a hand in his face. Couldn't quite get there. Rebound Ryan. Here come the Red Devils. Teal into the front court for Allen County. David Teal picks up the dribble, hands it off to Ryan. Fed to the wing is Dante Jackson. Looks like he's got an opening. Dished out to Lewis. They're continuing to move the ball well. Teal, deep three, no. Rebound Westbrook. He's fouled from behind. That's going to be number 3 on Dante Jackson today, who's increasingly growing in foul trouble today. I believe we're going to have free throws coming down the other way as Jamarian Westbrook heads all the way down to the stripe. Westbrook is 1 of 2 from the line today. And Jackson will have to sit with 3 fouls. So a 1-and-1 coming up for Westbrook. He'll make the first one. 4 points for Westbrook here in the first half. Second shot good. 9-point lead for ASU Mid-South. 28-19. 8:13 remaining in the first half. Teal to Ryan across the way. Top of the floor is E.J. Lewis. Washington with the pressure defensively. Ryan floats one up. It's too short, and rebound picked up by Jamarian Westbrook. Mid-South with all the momentum here in the first half. Started with Allen County. Mid-South roared back in and hasn't looked back since. Here's a long three. Chapin from downtown. No. Rebound off the rim. Grayson Ryan. Here's E.J. Lewis. Lewis across the timeline. Kyron Dock there, guard against guard. Fed out to David Teal. Washington guarding the top of the perimeter. 13 on the shot clock. Here's number 13, Grayson Ryan. Ryan, a floater over 2 Greyhounds. No. Ice cold shooting from Allen County. As Washington fires another 3, can't get that to go. Wallace gets the rebound. Mid-South's going to get another attempt. Wallace pushes that one in for 2. Darren Wallace, 4 points, and the lead is double figures. Coming up on 7 minutes to go here in the first half. And we're going to have carrying call against Allen County. Another costly turnover against the Red Devils here. Crosby back in the game, as David Teal will take a seat. Westbrook to bring it in. 30-19, ASU Mid-South. 6:50 remaining. Washington with the bounce pass on the inside is Wallace. Dish back out to Westbrook. Westbrook comes in looking to jam it in. He's fouled going to the rim. Westbrook's going to have to try to finish from the free throw line. Foul is on Dirk Johnson. Jamarian Westbrook is 3 of 4 from the free throw line here in the first half. He's got 5 points overall. First shot no good. Second shot is good. 6 points for Jamarian Westbrook. 31-19 with 6:35 to play here in the Kettle at National Park College. Cross court finds Dirk Johnson. Johnson tries to get it up down low. He'll draw the foul. Johnson, who's played a very physical ball game down low, gets his chance from the free throw line here. Johnson appears that maybe he took a finger to the eyeball. Appears to be in some physical pain out there. He's going to try to shake it off and sink a couple of free throws here. First shot for Johnson is good. Johnson on the board with his first point of the ball game. He'll go 2 for 2. Not bad for getting poked in the eye just a few moments ago. And it's a 10-point ball game. Allen County looking to do what Kansas City, Kansas did against the Greyhounds yesterday, and that's a race to 10-point lead. Here's Wallace from the top of the key, and no doubt about it. Big three-pointer coming out from Wallace. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Johnson with the rock for the Red Devils. Turns from the free throw line. Fires off the mark. LJ Hill's there with the rebound. Passes it to Dirk Johnson, who is still sitting on the ground. I believe we're going to have another issue with the shot clock. Shot clock's at 12 seconds as we resume play. Hill looks to bring it in, finding Randy Crosby. Kyron Daunt giving him a little bit of space. 5 on the shot clock. Allen County's going to have to make a move. Crosby dishes in down low, and that shot is no good. Shot clock violation, Red Devils. And that was great defense from ASU Mid-South to close the gap down low. We apologize. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties with our camera. We're going to get those adjusted up top. Let's see if it stays good from here. Down low is Wallace. Darren Wallace, another two-pointer for ASU Mid-South, and a 15-point lead. See if we can try to adjust things here. Long three-pointer. As Washington picks up the rock, Mid-South, Jamarian Westbrook brings that one all the way down for 2. Timeout on the floor. 38-21 with 5 minutes to go. We're back in a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
38-21 ASU Mid-South. 5 minutes to play here in the first half of action. It's been a tale of runs here in game number 1. Allen County started red hot, super strong, and then Mid-South finally woke up a little bit here in the opener for day number 2. Hasn't really looked back since then. The 3 ball starting to come alive. Greyhounds hitting 4 of them in the first half so far, and the shots just haven't really been falling for the Red Devils in this one. Had some good looks, some good opportunities, and sometimes the rim just has a lid on it. Here's Dirk Johnson coming out of the timeout. Can't get that one to go. Another floater that floats just off the rim, out of play. Mid-South's done very well from a rebounding perspective and just taking advantage of some of the offensive miscues from Allen County to build the lead to where it is right now. So Allen County still with the basketball here. Here's Crosby on the inbound, and he is fouled from behind. It's going to be against Kyron Dock of ASU Mid-South. So free throws will be coming for Crosby here. And, of course, Allen County, traditionally a very good free throw shooting team, and that's exactly what they're going to be looking for in this position, playing from behind to try to play a little bit of catch up here. So Crosby will be shooting 2 for the Red Devils. First shot is on its way, in and out, no good. One more to go for Crosby. He'll make the second one. 9 points for Crosby and the Allen County Red Devils. Now Mid-South with the basketball. Here's Bolden and Dock trading the rock up high with 4:27 to go here in the first half. ASU Mid-South trying to cruise to the finish line of the first half. Jesse Washington, big three-pointer. Can't get it. Westbrook fights for the rebound, controls it. We've got a whistle down low. And this is going to be against Crosby for the Red Devils. That's a tough foul call there if you're Allen County. That's going to send Jamarian Westbrook to the free throw line, and he's been there a lot so far this game. First shot for Westbrook is good. Second shot good. So ASU Mid-South will reach the 40-point plateau with 4:18 remaining here in the first half. On a great effort by Jamarian Westbrook today. 10 points overall, 6 of them coming from the free throw line. Here's David Teal for Allen County. He finds LJ Hill and Jesse Washington, making sure he doesn't advance beyond the perimeter. Crosby with a hand in his face from Westbrook. Three-pointer on its way. Good! Count the bucket. There's a foul. Crosby is going to go to the line for the 4-point play. And that's exactly the kind of production that Allen County was hoping to get there from its leading scorer, Randy Crosby. Big three-pointer for number 2. Crosby looks to convert the 4-point play. Got it. 13 points for Randy Crosby. And now the lead is only 14. Allen County continuing to try to chip away at the deficit as much as possible. Big three from Mid-South, no. Rebound off the rim, Washington wanted it more. Tucker couldn't get the jam, and E.J. Lewis plucks it out of the sky, but now he's going to step out of bounds. It's going to go right back to Mid-South here. So Kyron Dock will bring it in at the baseline with 3:30 to play. Dock finds Washington. E.J. Lewis with the pressure on defense. Kicked out. Wallace wide open for 3. Knocks it down. Wallace was the big hero last night, hitting the game winner. He hits his second tray of the day to pad the lead for Arkansas State University Mid-South. Here's E.J. Lewis from downtown. He'll have his second tray of the day. And now it's raining threes here in the Kettle. 3:03 to play in the first half. Dock and the Mid-South Greyhounds with the ball. And that ball, pass intended for Marquise Bolden, is thrown away. Allen County will have it back with 2:56 to play. Crosby and Lewis exchange the rock on the Outer wing is Dirk Johnson. Mid-South guarding the perimeter. Trying to force Allen County to shoot the 3 ball. 10 on the shot clock. Crosby moves down to the wing, kicks to the baseline. Lewis from the elbow pulls up for 2. E.J. Lewis does it again. 8 points for Lewis. 2:20 to go. 43-31. ASU Mid-South. Washington for 3. He'll pad the lead. His 3rd tray of the ball game. He has 13. It's a 15-point ball game once again. 2 minutes to go. Crosby driving. Dished into Hill. Right place, right time, and he couldn't get it to fall. A heartbreaker at the rim. That ball is controlled by Mid-South. Greyhounds bringing it into the front court. Kyron Dock from the elbow. Up and in for 2. 3 points for Dock. Here late in the first half, it appears that Greyhounds have a lot of answers for anything Allen County's throwing at him. Here's David Teal throwing it a little bit too hard. Hill gets the rebound. Johnson scoots in, kicked out to E.J. Lewis. Lewis has been red hot as of late. Crosby loses the rock, a big turnover. Picked up by Wallace into the front court of the Greyhounds. Lewis trying to steal it back. It's knocked away. It'll stay with the men in black, ASU Mid-South. Chris Martin will check in for the Greyhounds with 1:15 remaining. That'd be Tucker, Dock, Wallace, Martin, and Washington on the floor for the Greyhounds. There's a laser pass intended for Jesse Washington. Couldn't connect. It's a turnover. Clock stopped at 1:11 to go. Here comes Randy Crosby, E.J. Lewis, and the Red Devils. Bounce pass on the inside finds L.J. Hill. Lewis nearly travels. He kicks it back over to Hill. Hill down low baseline to Johnson. From the free throw line, floater, Johnson too hard, gets his own board. Johnson puts it up with the layup, it's good. Dirk Johnson for 2. He has 4 points this half. Less than a minute to go, 42 seconds left. Moving the ball well is Tucker, and Tucker will be knocked out of bounds. He'll stay with the Greyhounds. .7 seconds left, 22 on the shot clock for Mid-South. Kicked into Wallace. Wallace dribbles, looking for help, finds Chris Martin. Martin back to Wallace. 3-pointer, no. Dock, right place, right time for the rebound. 25 seconds left. Mid-South will have to shoot. 10 on the shot clock. Dock moves on the inside, pulls up for 2, can't get it to go. Dirk Johnson on the rebound. Shot clock turned off. 13 seconds remaining in this first half. Crosby backs up, slows his roll, tries to set up the offense here. 6 seconds left. Crosby has it knocked away. It'll stay with Allen County with 4.4 seconds to go. And a warning against Jesse Washington. Delay of game is the call against Washington for Mid-South. Crosby to inbound. 4.4 to go. Out to Teal. 2 seconds left. It's taken away, but there's a foul. A reach-in foul is the call. And that's going to result in free throws with 2.2 to go. So at the line is going to be David Teal for Allen County. So Teal is at the line for Allen County. And a technical foul issued. I believe it's against Jesse Washington. First free throw, no good for Teal. And Jesse Washington's going to come out of the game for ASU Mid-South. We've got 2 shots coming for Teal. First one good. Second shot good. With 2.2 seconds left, Mid-South has a chance for a buzzer beater here. Taken away by Lewis. Lewis fires one up. And we've got a foul with 0.4 seconds left. And it looks like we're going to have more free throws coming. There's a whistle. Looks like it's just going to be knocked out of bounds. So Mid-South with 0.4 seconds left will try to launch a full court shot. And looks like it's going to be a turnover. Allen County is going to have an opportunity here beneath its own basket. They've got to get it up for an alley-oop here. 0.4, Johnson puts it up at the buzzer, too hard. And we've reached halftime here. Day 2 of the Nighthawk Holiday Classic, where ASU Mid-South leads it 48-35 after 20 minutes. We'll have first half recap coming your way next. Don't go anywhere. Another half of action coming your way. Another game coming your way as National Park College will take on Kansas City, Kansas Community College down the road here on the Nighthawk Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all, and everyone deserves an opportunity to find their place. Flexible class options, in-person and online, help you set the schedule you need at about half the cost of the average Arkansas university. National Park College offers a supportive college experience, close to home at about half the cost. Schedule a tour or apply today. Learn more at np.edu.
Basketball is what I rise above alcohol and drugs.
halftime in the Kettle, the site of the 2023 Nighthawk Holiday Classic. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. So glad to have you with us on the broadcast today. Game number one, maybe not as close as we saw game number one yesterday between Mid-South and Kansas City, Kansas. In this one, Mid-South had to overcome a deficit early. Allen County right out of the gate, red hot, but kind of fell flat midway through the first half. Mid-South bounced back. Its leading scorers started finding buckets, and three-pointers started falling, and Mid-South holds on to a 48-35 advantage into the second half. What we saw yesterday, however, though, is Mid-South sometimes struggles to hang on to those leads, so we'll see how things go over the next 20 minutes of action. But here after 20 minutes, we'll start with Allen County Community College. They're led by Randy Crosby. Guess who, right? 13 points for Crosby over 20 minutes, 8 for E.J. Lewis, 5 apiece for David Teal and Dante Jackson. Dirk Johnson rounds out the scoring for the Red Devils with 4 points. And now for the ASU Mid-South Greyhounds. They're led in the first half by Jesse Washington. No surprise for Greyhound fans, right? 13 points for Washington, 12 for Darren Wallace, the big hero from last night. A couple of big threes for Wallace in this one. 10 for Jamarian Westbrook, 6 of those coming from the free throw line. 5 points for Devontae Tucker, 3 for Kyron Dock, 3 for Marquise Bolden, and 2 for Chris Martin. Like I said, three-pointers started falling for the Mid-South Greyhounds. They hit 6 in the first half after being held without one for like the first 7 minutes of the ball game. So when the three-pointers are flowing, the scoring is flowing for the Greyhounds. I expect that they'll turn up the juice in the second half there as well. But Allen County was starting to come away with rebounds and come away with steals and create offense through defense in the first half, and certainly a 13-point deficit is not insurmountable, and I believe Allen County is going to continue trying to ride that formula into the final 20 minutes and make some waves down the stretch in this one. But 48-35, your score at the break. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the broadcast here on the Nighthawk Network, the home for National Park Nighthawk Athletics. Want to say hello to Jason watching on the broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Marquise Bolden's on the broadcast saying, let's go Greyhounds. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Doesn't matter which team you're rooting for. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're excited to see. We would love to give you a shout out on the broadcast today. Hey, and if you're just joining us and you're like, hey, where are the Nighthawks at? Don't worry, they're coming. Number 3 National Park College takes on Kansas City, Kansas Community College down the road, but we got another half of basketball to take care of here in the opener of day 2 of the Nighthawk Holiday Classic. More basketball coming your way next here on the Nighthawk Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all, and everyone deserves an opportunity to find their place. Flexible class options, in-person and online, help you set the schedule you need at about half the cost of the average Arkansas university. National Park College offers a supportive college experience, close to home at about half the cost. Schedule a tour or apply today. Learn more at np.edu.
Basketball is what I rise above alcohol and drugs.
Each team warming up for the start of the second half here in the Kettle on the campus of National Park College here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Okay, so we had some people come up to the broadcast booth during the break and said, hey, Mark, what's a kettle? We're not from here. We don't understand. So for those of you who are not in the know here at National Park College, a kettle, much like a pride to a group of lions, a kettle's a group of Nighthawks. So it makes sense, the gathering place for Nighthawks here at National Park College. So if you needed to learn something today while watching basketball, well, there you go. And you can use that for your holiday parties and your family get-togethers later on this month to say, hey, you know what a kettle is? No, it's a group of Nighthawks, absolutely. So big game going on here, 48-35, big lead for ASU Mid-South, but Allen County, just like we saw in the beginning at the pregame of today's game, back to the three ball, working on the three ball and trying to see if they can knock down the shots here. Of course, each team's going to be switching sides, switching rims, right? So Allen County looking to start strong. Looks like they had a very productive halftime conversation with their coach, and they're going to try to cut into this lead against ASU Mid-South. The Greyhounds had a little bit of a slow start to the ball game, and they're going to see if they can match that momentum. Allen County, will try to match that momentum and try to catch the Greyhounds off guard and see if they can spark a rally early in this one. As a reminder, in Game 2 today, the classic finale will feature your number 3 ranked National Park Nighthawks versus the Blue Devils of Kansas City, Kansas Community College. NPC will look to go 13-0 for the first time in program history. We're ready for basketball. Start of the second half here in Hot Springs. ASU Mid-South with the basketball. We're back underway. Starting five on the floor for Mid-South. Here's Jesse Washington on the far wing for the men in black. Washington to Doc, back to Washington, and now Westbrook fires for two, and he'll sink that one easily. 50 points for the Mid-South Greyhounds. Jamarian Westbrook starts the scoring. He has 12 points, tied for the team lead for ASU Mid-South. E.J. Lewis, opposite ways, sinks a big three-pointer, and that's exactly what Lewis did to start the ball game back in the first half. A big three-pointer is what really kind of kicked things off for that big Allen County rally. So when Lewis is hot, the Red Devils are hot. Not a bad start for number one. 50-38. It's a 12-point ball game. Westbrook, jump pass, finds Doc up high. They'll wheel it back around. Westbrook for two. Same place, same result. Westbrook, 4 points right out of the gate here in the second half. Lead back to 14. Allen County hoping to match Mid-South bucket for bucket and limit the number of turnovers here. Here's Dante Jackson, floater for two, in and out, a heartbreaker. Westbrook rebound. Here come the Greyhounds. Out on the wing is Chapin. Sam Chapin feeds it to the baseline. Nowhere to go for Wallace. They'll reset. Jesse Washington with Jackson in his face. Dante Jackson with a little bit of foul trouble here in the second half. Wallace loses the rock, has his pockets picked. Finds Dirk Johnson. Here comes E.J. Lewis and the Allen County Red Devils. Lewis takes it to the hoop, and he is denied. Big block from behind by Kyron Doc. 18:15 to play. Doc stands front and center, going left and right, trying to set up the offense for the Greyhounds. Floats up the alley-oop down low. I believe we have an illegal screen called against the Greyhounds. It's against Jesse Washington. That'll be the first foul of the second half. It goes against ASU Mid-South. Lewis to Crosby. Here come the Red Devils. E.J. Lewis heads to the left side of the court, finds Dirk Johnson in the middle. Johnson feeds it to Jackson. Jackson threads it to Crosby and throws it away. Red Devils trying to move the ball quickly and outpace this Greyhound defense. Easier said than done. 17:51 remaining, and here comes Mid-South. No-look pass finds Westbrook at the elbow. Couldn't get it to fall. That's his first miss of the second half. Randy Crosby across the timeline for the men in red and white. Crosby fires for three, in and out. Another heartbreaker at the rim for remaining, and there is another errant pass thrown away. The Red Devils will turn it over yet again. Doc calls the offense, has Chapin on the wing. Chapin, the window closes. Washington. And now on the inside is Westbrook. Westbrook finds a basket for two. 6 points in the second half for Westbrook. He's out to 16 overall. Crosby goes to the hoop. Another one off the rim. That's three in a row down low for the Red Devils. Alley-oop trying to set up Wallace. Couldn't quite get there. Westbrook tipped up. No. Rebound. Loose ball. We've got a foul on the floor. Foul looks like it's going to be against E.J. Lewis for Allen County. Free throws coming for ASU Mid-South. Westbrook goes to the line. Or excuse me, it's going to be a baseline inbound. On the inside is Wallace. Wallace on the wing, dished out to Doc. Doc has three-point potential as well, trying to thread the needle on the inside. E.J. Lewis able to come in and pluck it away. So Lewis creates the turnover. Checking back in for the Mid-South Greyhounds, number 5, Chris Martin. Lewis trots up the floor. Looking for Jackson in the middle. Jackson rolls on out to Crosby. Randy Crosby. Back to the near wing, Jackson. Moving the ball opposite end. Lewis for three. Takes the three. Makes the three. Another one from downtown, E.J. Lewis. He has 2 threes in each half. 4 overall. And 14 points total. There's a sinker right there. Number 20, Darren Wallace. He's out to 16 today. And Mid-South has an answer for everything Allen County throws at it so far here in the second half. 15:25 remaining. Here's Randy Crosby with the rock. Guarded by Martin. Guarded by Wallace. Out on the wing is David Teal. Teal floats up on the inside. Too short off the rim. Another missed shot for the Red Devils. Westbrook, front and center. Three-pointer, got it. And that'll make it a 20-point ball game. Westbrook from downtown. Timeout, down on the floor. Clock stopped, 15:04 to go. Mid-South leads it by 20.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons.
61-41 ASU Mid-South here in the Kettle with 15 minutes to go in the second half. Day 2 of the 3rd annual Nighthawk Holiday Classic. Red Devils basketball. Allen County Community College looking to chip away at the deficit here. There's a floater. Grayson Ryan knocks down that one for 2. Great bucket there. And the comeback attempt starts now for Allen County. First points of the ball game for Ryan. Let's see how Mid-South responds here coming out of the timeout. Here's Jamarian Westbrook. He's been red hot in the second half. Misses off the rim. Coming the other way is Randy Crosby. Crosby's going to be fouled. And we'll see if that one's on the floor or not. I believe it's going to be free throws coming. Crosby's going to head to the free throw line, so he will get 2. Or excuse me, it looks like they're going to count the bucket for an and one opportunity here. So that one is in. The three-point play is good for Crosby. 16 points for Randy Crosby. Long three, Chapin. Off the front of the rim, no. And here come the Red Devils on the run. E.J. Lewis is tripped up, going down. He goes down hard. And Allen County seeing that opportunity, turning up the momentum and trying to draw those fouls. At the baseline will be E.J. Lewis. Bounce pass inside, Dante Jackson misses the gimme at the rim. Rebound Chapin. Here come the Greyhounds. Across the timeline is Sam Chapin. Chris Martin, front and center, feeds it on the inside to Wallace. He's swarmed. Wallace breaks free. Can't get that one to go. Rebound, Grayson Ryan. Everybody's missing shots here in the second half. 13:53 to go. Down low, Crosby. Denied. Big block by Wallace. Into the front court, Chris Martin. Martin to Washington. Posts up, pulls up, three-pointer, yes. Jesse Washington from downtown. His 4th tray of the game. He has 16 points. We'll adjust our scoreboard to match that in the gymnasium at 64-46. 13:25 to play. Here's Crosby. Crosby lost a step there. Feeds Jackson. Jackson with the floater. It's good. Dante Jackson for 2. He has 7 points today. It's his first bucket of the second half. 13:07 to play. Chapin dribbles left, kicked back out to Martin up high. Wallace in the middle, turns at the elbow, fires and scores. Chris Martin, his first bucket of the second half. 4 points today for Martin. 12:48 to go. Lewis directs traffic for the Red Devils. Bounce pass Dirk Johnson. On the inside, that pass is intercepted. Washington, right place, right time, threads the needle, looking for Wallace, and the jam is not there on the alley-oop. Westbrook can't connect. Dirk Johnson goes down hard on the play. And we've got a foul. I believe it's going to be against Mid-South here. E.J. Lewis will inbound for the Red Devils. So the signal is against Sam Chapin of Mid-South. Allen County across the floor. Crosby guarded by Kyron Dock. Moving the ball quickly is Grayson Ryan. Finds Dante Jackson in the corner. He drives, pulls up, fade away, and can't get it to go. Off the rim. Rebound, Washington. Mid-South coming the other way. 12:10 to play. Left side closed, right side open. Washington, deep three, no. Ryan with the rebound, and here come the Red Devils. Into the front court quickly, great passing. Crosby looking to bring it all the way home. He'll lay it up and miss it off the rim. We've got a foul coming the other way. This one's against Crosby. I've got Randy Crosby with a couple of personals. Mid-South basketball. Westbrook to Martin. On the wing is Washington, finding Wallace down low near the post. Westbrook, bounce pass, and there's a kick ball. That's a tough call against the Red Devils. So Mid-South's going to hang on to the basketball there with 11:40 to go. Inside, Washington throws it away, picked up by Lewis. It's a foot race all the way home. E.J. Lewis for two. Timeout ASU Mid-South. 16-point ball game. Greyhounds up front. We're back in a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all, and everyone deserves an opportunity to find their place. Flexible class options, in person and online, help you set the schedule you need at about half the cost of the average Arkansas university. National Park College offers a supportive college experience, close to home at about half the cost. Schedule a tour or apply today. Learn more at np.edu.
6650 Arkansas State University in Mid-South here in the Nighthawk Holiday Classic. Coming out of the Greyhounds timeout. It'll be Mid-South basketball. Kyron Dock will inbound. Chris Martin makes his way up the floor for the men in black. 16-point ball game. Westbrook down low. Tipped away by Hill. Hill providing the pressure. This time Westbrook delivers for two. Jamarian Westbrook had 10 points in the first half, 6 coming from the charity stripe, and he's already out to 21 points overall with 11 in the second half. Westbrook coming alive, and when Westbrook plays hot, the team plays hot. 11:04 to play in the ball game as E.J. Lewis fires a three and can't get it to go. Rebound Martin, Mid-South into the front court. Dock down low, Wallace. Wallace nowhere to go. Resetting up high, Chris Martin. Deep three. Can't get it to go. Sails wide left, out of play. With 10:47 remaining, Red Devil basketball. Here comes Allen County Community College. Long three, Grayson Ryan swishes that one from downtown. Big three for Ryan, his first of the ball game. He's got 5 points here in the second half alone. 15-point ball game. Allen County not done fighting, scratching, trying to claw back into this thing. Wallace swarmed defensively. Mid-South backed up on the perimeter. Washington has always been a deep threat. That one's taken away. Tipped away by Crosby. Here come the Red Devils. Randy Crosby out to the hot-handed Grayson Ryan. He loses the ball, a kickball out of bounds, and that's going to turn it over back to Mid-South. Back and forth we go. We're halfway through the second half here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Devontae Tucker is back into the game for the Greyhounds with 10 minutes to play. Two guard set, Doc and Martin for Mid-South. On the wing is Westbrook. Westbrook feeds it inside Tucker. And a heartbreaker off the rim. That one's tipped up by Westbrook for two. And Westbrook stays hot. The leading scorer in the second half for Mid-South by a wide margin. 70-53. 9:33 to go. Crosby drives, fires down low. Offensive foul. Crosby on the charge, and now he's in foul trouble alongside teammate Dante Jackson. With a stoppage in play, want to give a shout out to Raymond Jackson, shouting out the Red Devils and Dante Jackson. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast today. Glad to have you. 70-53 Mid-South with the advantage. 9:20 to go. Doc thought about a three, kicks it in on the inside. There's Westbrook. Westbrook 1-on-2, nowhere to go. Back to Martin. Martin left wide open, takes the three, makes the three, lead back to 20. Crowd getting into it here, cheering on Chris Martin. 7 points for number 5 today. 9 minutes to go. Doc looking for a steal for the Greyhounds. That one's tipped away. Doc comes up with the steal. Doc to Westbrook. Westbrook can't control it. Out of bounds. Back to Allen County. Marquise Bolden back into the game for the Greyhounds. Mid-South trying to sweep the Nighthawk Holiday Classic with 2 wins, defeating Kansas City, Kansas last night on some late game heroics by Darren Wallace. Late three-pointer, trailing to regain the lead with about 2 seconds left. 10 on the shot clock for the Red Devils. Here's Crosby. Tight defense from the Greyhounds. Crosby's going to have to force a deep shot. He does, and he is fouled. Crosby to the free throw line, shooting 3. Foul's going to be against Marquise Bolden. Crosby back to the free throw line. Second trip in the second half. He has 3 attempts. First one good. Second shot good. Crosby goes 3 for 3. Great effort from the charity stripe for Crosby, who's out to 19 points today. He averages 21 per game. Here's Westbrook. Open look, down low, couldn't get it to go. Rebound, Dirk Johnson. Allen County on the move. It's Grayson Ryan into the front court. Back to Crosby at the point. Crosby guarded by Bolden. Ryan skates away, lower side, can't get that off the front of the rim. Rebound Westbrook. Mid-South basketball, 7:55 to play. Into the front court, Bolden. Inside. Tucker manhandled, has to get it back to Washington. Deep three, front of the rim, no. Westbrook gets another opportunity with the rebound. Across the way, here's Bolden, guarded loosely by Crosby. Bolden, three-pointer, on its way, good. second tray of the ball game for Marquise Bolden. 6 points today. Crosby dishes that one in down low. LJ Hill with the bucket. His first of the ball game. Doc and Westbrook, Washington, Bolden, and Tucker on the floor for Arkansas State Mid-South. Tucker feeds that one in down low. Westbrook tries to jam it over two young men. Couldn't quite get there. He'll have to settle for free throws. Westbrook collecting high fives from his teammates as he heads to the line with 2 free throws coming. For as much production as Westbrook has had here in the second half, it's his first trip to the free throw line in the second half. He was 6 of 8 in the first. He'll make the first one. One more coming for Westbrook. He got them both. Jamarian Westbrook out to 25 points for ASU Mid-South. A strong showing from number 24 in this one today. 6:51 to play. Red Devils looking for an opportunity to find a big bucket when it matters the most. On the inside is Dirk Johnson. Johnson scooted out to the far wing, needs a little bit of help on the inside. Finds E.J. Lewis opposite end. 5 on the shot clock. Lewis has it knocked away. Scrum for the basketball down on the floor. Lewis was the last to touch it. 20-point ball game. 6:31 remaining. Here's Kyron Dock across the floor. Dock sends men in motion. Tucker and Wallace and Bolden beyond the arc for the Greyhounds. Here's a kick out to Kyron Dock. Down in the corner, Wallace for 3. In and out, no. Tucker trying to tip that one in. Couldn't quite get their rebound. Red Devils, Allen County on the move. 6 minutes to play and time is not on their side. And we may see some timely three-point shooting here to try to close the gap. It's been difficult trying to get past the Greyhound defense. A long three-pointer from Crosby will go a long way to help start the comeback attempt. 3 trays for Crosby, who has 22 points today. Mid-South basketball, losing the rock down low. Hill picks up the loose ball. Now we've got a foul coming the other way. This one's against the Greyhounds. Fouls against Devontae Tucker. That's 6 fouls for Mid-South here in the second half. They had 1 to give. With 5:24 to play, Sam Chapin's back on the floor. Westbrook's back into the game as well. Taking a seat is Bolden and Tucker for the Greyhounds. The lead is 17. Allen County could shrink it a little bit more with this possession. 5:17 to go. Crosby's been great here in the second half. He dashes inside, no look to Dirk Johnson, made a man miss, punished him for 2. Dirk Johnson, a big layup for 2. He has 6 points today, and that's his first bucket of the second half. Lead down to 15. And that one's tipped away. Got to admire the aggression coming in out of Crosby and the Red Devils. Not looking to lay down in this one by any means. 4:55 to go. Still time for a comeback if you're Allen County. Chapin, near wing, finds Wallace. That one's tipped away. Another turnover. Steal by the Red Devils. Crosby behind the back, smooth moves as he heads into the front court. Crosby slows down, lets his team kind of catch up here. Screen off of Dirk Johnson, nowhere to go. Crosby's in trouble. Bounce pass, finds a man underneath the basket, tries to draw a foul, couldn't quite get there as Toronzo, and Mid-South's going to come away with the basketball. Here's Doc. As he comes across the timeline, is trapped in the corner. Timeout called, ASU Mid-South. We have a stoppage in play with 4:27 left, 78-63 Greyhounds. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
Back in action here at National Park College, the home of the Nighthawks and the home of the 2023 Nighthawk Holiday Classic. 78-63, ASU Mid-South in cruise control here with 4:27 to go. Allen County trying to say something about it here late, try to spark a comeback and a rally to the finish line. As a reminder, coming up next, National Park College takes on Kansas City, Kansas Community College as Chapin drains a three-pointer, his first of the ball game, his first points of the ball game, and that boosts Mid-South past 80-81. Dirk Johnson coming the other way. That ball's tipped up. Dante Jackson hangs on to it. Jackson turns, fires. He'll sink that one for two. Great bucket by Jackson. He has 9 points. Kyron Daunt calls out the offense for Mid-South. Out on the wing. Chapin. Bounce pass back, and E.J. Lewis trying to get a steal here. Pushed all the way back to the far line. Here's Washington on the cross court. Wallace goes up for a dunk over Hill. He'll get the foul called against Hill. Now Darren Wallace heads to the free throw line for the first time today. 16 points for Wallace. We talked about his heroics a few times already today. Going to help guide his team across the finish line here with 2 free throws. 3:37 to play. Wallace's first shot is no good. Second shot, good. $17 points for Darren Wallace. 3:30 remaining. Clock starting to run out on the Red Devils' comeback attempt here. Handoff Dante Jackson. Jackson swarm, double team, kicked out. E.J. Lewis. Lewis turns, fires for 2. That one is good. Lewis, another great field goal. He has 18 points today. 82-67. 15-point ball game. Stays in bounds. There's Wallace. Dished out Washington. Had just enough time. Couldn't get it. Off the rim is Wallace. Trying to make something of it. Turns, fires, moving to Westbrook for 2. Yes! Jamarian Westbrook. 27 points for Westbrook today. 2:42 remaining. There's a steal by Westbrook. Tip to Wallace, now Washington. Turns on the Jets in the front court. 1-on-2. Washington dashes around, kicked out. Chapin for 3. He's done it again. The lead pushed back to 20 points. Chapin with 6 points. 6 3-pointers in the second half alone for the Greyhounds. Here's Jackson to the rim. He finishes for 2. The Red Devils have matched their point total from yesterday, reaching 69 with 2 minutes to play. Doc, cross court, Chapin, looking for his 3rd tray of the game. No, off the rim. E.J. Lewis comes up with the rock. Lewis quickly into the front court. Nearly loses the basketball. Step back 3-pointer. Air ball misses it. Picked up by Doc. Mid-South with the possession. 1:40 to go. Doc slowing things down, trying to take those crucial seconds away. We're less than 90 seconds away from the finish line. Doc to Chapin on the wing. Sam reels it around the other side of the arc. Laser pass intended for Westbrook. They hang on to it. Shot up and in. Big three for Kyron Dock. His first tray of the ball game right before the shot clock expired. Impressive. 1:04 to play. Allen County's Randy Crosby for three. Another timeout called. And ASU Mid-South is going to bring in fresh personnel with 60 seconds remaining in this contest here. We're going to keep it right here. Levi Steele into the game. Ian Rios into the game. Kanan DeBerry, Marquise Bolden, Devontae Tucker are the five in for the Greyhounds. 55 seconds to go. Moving the ball on the wing, kicked out is Levi Steele. Steele was the last, or excuse me, the Red Devils were the last to touch it. Substitution coming in for Allen County. We'll see Jashawn Dodds, coming in for the Red Devils. Dirk Johnson takes a seat with 46.7 to go. Inbound pass, Mid-South, picked up by Steele. Steele trying to get to the baseline, has his pockets picked away by Jackson. Crosby hangs with it and kicks it back into the field of play. Ready and waiting are the Greyhounds with Rios coming up with the loose rock. 32 seconds to go. Mid-South cannot hold. They'll have to shoot at least one more time here. But the Greyhounds are content with dribbling the ball down as low as possible. Shot clock down to 15 seconds. DeBerry continuing to dribble here. Coach Cody Hastings given the stop sign. And it looks like ASU Mid-South is going to take the shot clock penalty. Hand it off to Allen County with 5.7 seconds to go. E.J. Lewis to bring it in. Crosby across half court. Long three at the buzzer. No. Your final score in this one. ASU Mid-South victorious 90-72. Your final score, and that'll wrap up the third game of the 2023 Nighthawk Holiday Classic. The Greyhounds are going home happy back to West Memphis, Arkansas, winners of 2 games here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We'll wrap up this game and preview the finale of the Holiday Classic. Number 3 National Park College takes on Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Don't go anywhere. More games coming on the Nighthawk Network.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
Final score in this one, 90-72. Arkansas State University Mid-South closes the deal, defeating Allen County. And as we take a look at final stats in game number 1 today, first for the Allen County Red Devils, they were led by Randy Crosby. 25 points in the loss, 18 for E.J. Lewis, 11 for Dante Jackson, 6 for Dirk Johnson, 5 apiece for Grayson Ryan and David Teal. And rounding out the scoring is L.J. Hill with 2 points in the losing effort. Arkansas State University Mid-South gets it done behind a 27-point effort from Jamarian Westbrook. Great showing for number 24 today. Darren Wallace, second on the team with scoring, with 17 in today's game. 16 for Jesse Washington. Rounding out the rest of the scoring, 7 for Chris Martin, 6 for Kyron Dock, 6 for Marquise Bolden, 6 for Samuel Chapin, and 5 points for Devontae Tucker. Don't go anywhere. The big game's coming up next. Number 3, National Park College takes on Kansas City, Kansas Community College. The Nighthawks look to go 13-0 for the first time in program history. Much more to come. We're going to go to a still image on your broadcast. 22 minutes until tip-off. Don't worry, we're still here, and the game will be on this same live stream link, so you don't have to go find another live stream link. So get yourself something to eat, get yourself something to drink, and get ready. Big game coming your way next here on the Nighthawk Network. It's game day. The Nighthawks go to battle next, and the Nighthawk Holiday Classic tip-off in 21:30. Live from Oaklawn Foundation Gymnasium in the Kettle on the campus of National Park College in Hot Springs, Arkansas. This is National Park College Nighthawk basketball on the Nighthawk Network, your official home for Nighthawk athletics this season. Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in to the Nighthawk Holiday Classic here on the Nighthawk Network. The Holiday Classic is brought to you by the following sponsors: by First Security and by La Hacienda in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver with the Nighthawk Network. Big game on our hands today. National Park College took care of business yesterday against Allen County Community College, shining in a 97-69 victory last night, led by a 24-piece from Patrick Punch. The Nighthawks took control of the game early and never looked back. Sophomore sensations Nicavion White, Jabriant Hill, and Sadiq Canny all put up double figures in scoring, and White finished just 2 assists away from his second ever triple-double in National Park Nighthawk history. Today, they'll face a Kansas City, Kansas team that is hungry for a win after having its 3-game winning streak snapped by ASU Mid-South in the final seconds last night. The Blue Devils erased a 10-point deficit in the second half to make it a ball game, thanks to timely 3-point shooting and a 15-point second-half effort from leading scorer Reginald Morris. As we look to today's game, it is the final game of the 2023 Nighthawk Holiday Classic, also the final game of 2023 for your 2023 Nighthawk men. They're 12-0 this season, already shattering records along the way this year. The longest winning streak before coming into this year was 9 games. They advanced that to 12 games last night, looking to go 13-0 with a big win over Kansas City, Kansas today. And as we take a look at some of the records, here's some of the records that could possibly make some movement today. No all-time records, but movement on the top 10 list. Nicavion White needs 28 points to pass Savon Traylor for 3rd all-time in scoring. And as we talk about Nicavion White, the young man from Odessa, Texas, had a little bit of an injury scare last night, going out with some leg cramps. We did get a scouting report from Coach Dylan Hargrove before today's game saying, hey, all my guys are good. Nicavion is good. He was dealing with some cramping. Took him out of the game as a precaution. Got him hydrated, back in action. Nicavion White is a green light for today's game, and says, as far as the health report goes, says everybody's good. We're just a little banged up and bruised. A very physical ball game with Allen County Community College last night. We talked about Nicavion White needing 28 points to move to 3rd all-time in scoring. Patrick Punch needs a couple of steals to move into 4th all-time in steals. 5 rebounds will get Punch into the all-time top 10 in rebounding. Jabriant Hill also has a chance to make some movement today with his first 3-pointer today. He'll break into the top 10 list all-time for National Park College. Taylor Harrell needs 2 blocks to break into the top 10 in blocks as well. Those are just some of the records that we'll be watching in this one today. It's the National Park Nighthawks and the Kansas City, Kansas Blue Devils going to battle next. Starting lineups coming your way in a moment here on the Nighthawk Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all, and everyone deserves an opportunity to find their place. Flexible class options, in person and online, help you set the schedule you need at about half the cost of the average Arkansas university. National Park College offers a supportive college experience, close to home at about half the cost. Schedule a tour or apply today. Learn more at np.edu.
Basketball is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
Back here in the Kettle, the site of this year's 2023 Nighthawk Holiday Classic. The grand finale is here, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3, National Park College taking on the Blue Devils of Kansas City, Kansas. You guys know the drill. I know you're out there. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're excited to see. It doesn't matter which team you're rooting for. We want to hear from you and give you a shout out. Thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with us here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. As we get ready for starting lineups here, we'll pause for some announcements from Phil Godwin across the way.
According to NJCAA guidelines, we also ask that at the conclusion of each game, you refrain from coming onto the court. Now, in honor of the freedoms we all share, please stand available for the playing of our national anthem.
Great crowd on hand in the Kettle today for National Park College Nighthawk basketball. We see you guys out there on the broadcast. The Patrick Punch fan club watching from Houston, Texas. Hello, Mom and Dad. And for Kansas City, Kansas, Mary Rogers out there cheering on Jalen Moses and the Blue Devils. And let's see who else is out here. The Anthony Swift fan club watching from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello, Jay. Glad to have you. Caleb Jones fan club checking in from St. Louis, Missouri, cheering for KCC. And I don't know who is here from the Jabriant Hill fan club, but I saw a custom-made Jabriant Hill hoodie, and I need to know where I can get one. So I know Mom's got to be out there watching. Brother's got to be out there watching. That's incredible. I've seen some pretty cool custom-made Nighthawk gear over the years. That's absolutely one of my favorites. JJ's out there saying, let's go Patrick Punch. Lexi's cheering on the Kansas City, Kansas Blue Devils. Crowd on their feet here in the Kettle. We're excited. We're ready For Nighthawk basketball, first starting lineups for the Blue Devils. Number 1, Cortez Howlett. Number 5, Caleb Jones. Number 22, Jalen Moses. Number 23, BJ Stewart. Number 33, Reginald Morris. For your National Park Nighthawks, guess who? It's the usual suspects: Patrick Punch, Taylor Harrell, Jabrian Hill, Nicavion White, and Kieran Collins. Nighthawks being introduced onto the court here, wearing the charcoal grays today. Looking to continue making history on an already historic season here for Nighthawk Nation. Hot Springs, Arkansas, ranked number 3 in the nation. New rankings will come out Monday afternoon for NJCAA Division II. Not sure if there'll be a whole lot of movement, but there are some of the teams ahead still yet to play before Monday. Anything is possible. But one thing's for certain, the Nighthawks are going to take care of business. They know that if they keep winning, that they're going to reach all of their goals. The biggest being an NJCAA National Championship. Nicavion White at midcourt going against Moses. Here's the tip. It's controlled by National Park College. Nighthawk basketball, we are underway here in the Kettle. NPC looking to go 13-0 on the season. Close out 23 with a win. Taylor Harrell down low, puts it in for 2. Harrell starts the scoring with a field goal. Nighthawks up front. 19:36 to play. Great crowd on hand here in the Kettle. I see NPC President Dr. John Hogan. I see multiple vice presidents, multiple student athletes. The cheer team is here. Nighthawks looking to capitalize on a 2-0 lead. Out to Nicavion White, couldn't reel in the laser from Kieran Collins. Collins sporting the Band-Aid on the forehead today, as he stands guard, ready on defense, ready to go. Special thank you to Miles Webb, helping us out on camera today. Miles is absolutely an all-star for us here on the game day operations crew. 19:10 to play. Kansas City, Kansas, driving. Caleb Jones, nowhere to go, kicked back out, and that one's gonna be thrown away out into the locker room. Kansas City's gonna turn it over. Nighthawks will have it back, leading 2-0. About a minute off the clock here in the Kettle. Jabrian Hill will bring it up the floor for the home team. Cortez Howlett provides the pressure at the point against Hill. Patrick Punch on the inside of the arc. Feeding down low Taylor Harrell. Already scored 1 bucket already. He's going to go to the free throw line trying to add to the Nighthawk lead. So Taylor Harrell starts the show in a big way. Free throws coming for the big man. Harrell hails from Houston, Texas. First free throw good. Nighthawks boast a very fast out of the gate, speedy, aggressive game plan on offense. And so far, a 4-0 start. Game plan seems like it's working well for the men in black. There's a steal by Kieran Collins. Collins dives on it, tries to call timeout. Did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. Great leadership there out of Collins. No, excuse me. So the officials are talking this over, and they've decided that this is an out-of-bounds ball, but you got to applaud the effort of Kieran Collins. Kansas City's going to have it. BJ Stewart will inbound. Here come the men in red and blue. And we'll have an official stoppage in play. And it's going to be a turnover back to National Park College. So it's going to be Nighthawk ball with 18:36 to play. Nicavion White will inbound. Coach Brandon Burgett is asking for an explanation here. I didn't get one from the officials myself. It's going to be Nighthawk basketball as we resume play here. conversation still happening. I believe this is going to have to do with the amount of time it took Cortez Howlett to cross over the half-court stripe. They are still discussing this here, and Coach Burgett for the Blue Devils may have a case here. So we're waiting for the official ruling on what's going to happen with the basketball here. Kind of pump the brakes on a hot start for NPC here. 4 points out of the gate, all scored by Taylor Harrell. And the appeal is going to work. It's Kansas City basketball. So Jalen Moses will inbound for the men in red. Nighthawks get set on defense. And we're trying to get the shot clock set as well. Looks like it's going to be at 22 seconds. Here comes Howlett into the front court for the high-flying Blue Devils. Kicked out on the wing is Caleb Jones. Patrick Punch is in his face. Bounce pass on the inside. Moses has his hands full. Punch coming up with a steal. Taylor Harrell comes away with the rock for the Nighthawks. Taylor Harrell has been absolutely on fire out of the starting gate for Nighthawk Nation. Nakavion White couldn't get the three. Kieran Collins, right place, right time for the rebound. He's going to get a reset here. White, front and center, guarded by Morris. Reginald Morris in his face. Leading scorer versus leading scorer. White loses the basketball, picked up by Jalen Moses. White trying to get it back. Stolen away by Punch. Punch back into the front court, looking to capitalize. Puts it up in traffic. He's fouled. Count the bucket. Patrick Punch. Boy, Patrick Punch absolutely worked for that opportunity. He's going to the line for the and one. And that is exactly what you see out of Patrick Punch out of the gate each and every game, starting strong. Timeout down on the floor. We're going to keep it right here, 6-0, National Park College. 3-point play coming up for Patrick Punch at the free throw line. We see you guys out there on the live stream. Let's hear it. Don Ross out there cheering on Pierce Ross for the Blue Devils. Hello to you. Nighthawk Cheers in the building. Hello, Nighthawk Cheer. And when we talk about Nighthawk Cheer, we'll talk about our Ouachita Children, Youth, and Family Services featured Nighthawk of the game. It's cheer captain Destiny Covey coming up during halftime today. We'll talk to Destiny, talk about the resurgence of this Nighthawk Cheer program behind head coach Michelle Godwin. Lots to come for the cheer program in the future. We'll talk to Destiny coming up at halftime. So, all right, we're back in action here. We resume play. Patrick Punch goes for the three-point play. He's got one free throw coming. Here's the free throw. It's good. Punch with 3 points. Harrell with 4. A 7-0 run to start the show. Howlett is fouled from behind. Foul's going to be against Kieran Collins of National Park. 17:46 to play. Blue Devil basketball. Cortez Howlett to inbound. He'll feed it inside to Stewart. Howlett hangs on to the rock, guarded by Collins at the point. Fed to Morris. Morris kind of had a slow start in the game yesterday against Mid-South. Held to just 2 points in the first half. Morris fires a three-pointer off the rim, no. And the offensive drought continues for Kansas City. 17:26 to play. Zoe Collins loses a dribble around the middle. Patrick Punch from downtown. Can't get it to go. And we've got a foul on the floor. It's going to be against Kansas City. It's going to be Nighthawk basketball. Bryant Hill will bring it in. Hill sends men in motion. He's looking for Taylor Harrell. Knew he was looking for Harrell from the outset. Kicked out to White. Thought about a deep three. Threads the needle there. Harrell. The misdirection works. Harrell with 6 of the team's 9. One of the strongest starts we've seen for Taylor Harrell in a Nighthawk uniform. 3 minutes off the clock. Three-pointer, good. And the Blue Devils are on the board. Cortez Howlett from downtown. That is marked as a 2-pointer according to the scoring table across the way. We'll fix it on our broadcast scoreboard as well. Harrell, no look pass, souvenir for a fan in the stands. Taylor Harrell a little slow to get up here. 9-2 Nighthawk Nation. 16:39 to go. Bryant Hill will bring it in for the home team. Hill to Nicavion White. White on the handoff to J.B. Hill from Dallas, Texas. White thought about a three, guarded by Morris. White to the hoop, dished out to punch. In the corner, Collins for three, too hard. We've got a foul over the back. I believe this is against Taylor Harrell, and it is. First personal against the big man. 9-2 Nighthawks, 16:39 to play in the first. 6 points for Taylor Harrell, 3 for Patrick Punch. Rounding the arc is Caleb Jones. He scoots on into the inside. Long three on its way, no good. Harrell with a big rebound. Nighthawk basketball, Nicavion White. White, front court, drives, pulls up, in traffic, count it. White's on the board with his first points in the ball game, 11-2. Crowd getting loud here in the Kettle. Bryant Hill trying to come up with a steal. Hill thought he had it cleanly. He's going to stay with the Blue Devils. Checking in for Kansas City, Kansas, Cameron Williford. Williford with the rock, guarded by Kieran Zoe Collins for National Park. Morris, long two, can't get it to go. Rebound picked up out of the sky by O'Shawn Jones Winslow. Offensive foul. Nighthawk basketball. Bryant Hill and Nicavion White, former opponents on the Dallas High School circuit. Teammates here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Making history, one game at a time. Offensive foul, this one's against Taylor Harrell. His second personal. Harrell will have to sit. Anthony Swift enters the fray for the home team. Swift, 7th all-time in blocks for National Park College with 17. We've got another foul here. This one is against O'Shawn Jones Winslow. Back and forth fouls, things getting physical here in the opener. 15:37 to play in the first half. Kansas City, Kansas readying some substitutions. We'll see Michael Everett for the first time in the Holiday Classic. Collins to inbound. He'll find Bryant Hill. Had an opportunity to talk to Kieran Collins as our featured player yesterday. Says Bryant Hill is my best friend in the whole world. It's probably because of buckets like that. Hill puts his body on the line, puts it in for two. The lead is 11. 15-18 to play. Kansas City, Kansas looking for buckets any way they can get them. Tight perimeter defense. 15:07 to play. Here's Williford. Guarded by Collins, stays with him off the screen. 3 men down low, a foul. Williford headed to the free throw line. We've played 5 minutes here in the Kettle. Just 2 points on the board for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils looking to get back in the win column, of course. Had a 3-game winning streak snapped yesterday in the most heartbreaking way possible. Leading in the final seconds of the ball game, ASU Mid-South drains a key 3-pointer to go ahead for good. Free throw good as Williford sinks the first one. 10-point ball game, NPC. Sadiq Canty checks in off the bench for Nighthawk Nation. Williford readies his second attempt. It's on its way. It's good. 2 for 2 is Cameron Williford. Nighthawks have the ball and they're moving quickly. Bryant Hill into the front court for NPC. He's got Swift Swift on the inside, long two, no, rebound Morris. Reginald Morris coming the other way. Pierce Ross, bounce pass inside, and a layup won't fall for Kansas City, Kansas. Nighthawks come away with the loose ball. It's Dakevion White. Nearly has his pockets picked from Everett from behind, but he stays with the dribble. 14:30 to go. Off the screen, White, elbow, dished out to punch from the wing. Wide open three, no. We've got an offensive foul. This one's going to be against Anthony Swift. Swift picks up his first personal. On the floor for the Nighthawks, it's White, Canty, Swift, Hill, and punch. Morris will take a seat for the Blue Devils. KJ Kennan into the game for the men in red. It's a 9-point lead for the home team. They've started strong, held on. 14-17 to go. Williford drives in, denied by White, a monster block. Picked up by Canty into the front court. Looking to set up an alley-oop perhaps. Here's White on the wing, dashes in to Anthony Swift. Swift turns, fires, and no, won't get it. Rebound, Blue Devils. Williford on the run, knocks Anthony Swift over. Swift just picked up his second personal. For both of NPC's big men, Harrell and Swift, each now with 2 fouls, and that'll summon TK Kong off the bench for the home team. Nighthawks have a lot of depth in that position. Kong coming up big in yesterday's action against Allen County. TK Kong finishing with 7 points off the bench in the win. 13:51 to play. Blue Devil basketball. Ross, bounce pass, long three, on its way, a little too long. Rebound off the rim, Sadiq Canty. Nighthawks on the move. Hill and White march up the floor. 2 guards set for the Nighthawks. Hill dashes in inside the perimeter from the free throw line, finishes strong. Timeout down on the floor. Blue Devils will take it with them. 11-point ball game. Nighthawks up front, 15-4. We're back in a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
15-4, National Park College. The Nighthawks on a quest to go 13-0 to close out the 2023 portion of the season undefeated. Ranked number 3 in the nation and up strong over Kansas City, Kansas in this one. The Blue Devils held to just 2 free throws and a 2-point field goal from Cortez Howlett. That has been it so far in this one, with 13:28 to play in the opening act here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Glad to see you guys on the broadcast today. Thank you for spending your Saturday with us. I'm Mark Oliver with National Park College. Blue Devil basketball coming out of the timeout. Howlett with the rock, trades off of Pierce Ross, guarded by Patrick Punch at the perimeter. Blue Devils trying to find a way to skate inside. Deep three, a little bit too short. Patrick Punch with the rebound for Nighthawk Nation. Jabrian Hill quickly to the hole, can't finish. Off the rim, a heartbreaker. Cross-court pass has Pierce Ross. Threading the needle, down low is Howlett. Howlett across the way. Ross dishes to the corner. Kennan down low, and that ball, I believe, is going to go out of bounds. No, a travel is the call, excuse me. Nighthawks will have it right back. Checking back into action for the Blue Devils, Caleb Jones, and Kansas City, Kansas will ready another substitution. We'll see Dwayne Robinson for the first time today. Want to say hello to Don and Lynn Ross watching from Lenexa, Kansas, cheering on the Blue Devils today. Thank you for tuning in today. Chris Howard Jr. is out there saying, let's flock, Nighthawk Nation. Nakavion White with the rock for NPC. Jabrian Hill thought about a long three. Hill drives in from the free throw line, and he'll draw a foul. Free throws coming for number 3. Jabrian Hill turning up the juice here in the first half. First trip to the free throw line for Hill. He has 4 points ahead of these attempts here. First free throw for Hill, it's good. That's number 138 in Jabrian Hill's career. He's second all-time at NPC. He's chasing Cam Vick for the all-time mark, which we expect to fall sometime in 2024. Second shot good for Hill. Nighthawks holding on to a 17-4 advantage. 6 points for Hill. He leads all scorers, tied with Taylor Harrell. 12:29 to play. Caleb Jones. Jones drives to the basket, tries to get past Patrick Punch, has his hands full. TK Kong comes up with the rebound. Kong feeds it to Punch. Nighthawks on the move. 12:19 to play. Punch, front court. Guarded by Caleb Jones. He'll swing it to Nakavion White here on the near side. White to Hill on the wing. 15 on the shot clock as the Nighthawks keep moving the basketball. TK Kong for 3. That's the first three-pointer of the ball game, and it goes to Kong. It's 20-4. 8 minutes off the clock, and the Blue Devils continue to scramble, trying to come up with points on the board against the number 3 team in the country. Reach in foul from behind. That one triggered against Nakavion White for National Park College. White, the leading scorer for NPC this season. And White is no stranger to shattering records. Believe it or not, Nakavion White in his first home game for National Park College broke the single-game assist record last year with 14 dimes in a game. Free throw good for Dwayne Robinson, as now it's a 15-point game. White chasing the all-time scoring mark as Robinson hits the second one. White's chasing Cam Vick for the all-time scoring mark. He's expected to break the rebounding record. Already holds the all-time blocks record. He could very well be the all-time leader in steals, assists. By the time his year is over and his Nighthawk career is over. That one too short from Jabrian Hill. 14-point ball game, 11:27 to play. Down the way, blocked by White, but put up a finishing move. Caleb Jones with the field goal. Lead is 12 for NPC, 11:14 to play in the first half. Nighthawks looking to keep the foot on the gas offensively. Here's the Nakavion White spin move. Dishes it in down low to TK Kong. Kong kicked out to the corner. Patrick Punch was not there in time. Big turnover. Kansas City basketball. Inbounding appears to be Dwayne Robinson. Sadiq Canty ready and waiting, applying the pressure. Looking for a steal. Ross on the wing, guarded by Jabrian Hill. Canty shifts correctly, staying on Cortez Howlett. Howlett drives, fires a hook shot. No, Everett can't tap it in. Rebound, TK Kong. Another great board for Kong out of Grand Island, Nebraska. Nakavion White directs traffic to Canty. Thought about a three, scoots inside. White takes the three. White can't get it to go. Rebound, Dwayne Robinson into the front court quickly. Kansas City, Kansas trying to generate a little bit of momentum here, down 12 with 10:22 to play. Howlett with the rock. Everett trying to stonewall Sadiq Canty. Ross pulls up for a long three, and that one sails wide left. National Park will have the basketball with 10:09 to go. Hill and Punch make their way up the floor. Two guard set. Game clock has not started yet. There it is. 10:05 to play. Here's Nakavion White. We're halfway through the first half. White drives and has his pockets picked. Howlett with the steal. Kansas City coming the other way, and Jabrian Hill is going to knock it out of play. And it looks like it's going to stay with National Park College here. 9:56 to go. 12-point ball game as fresh legs come in for the Blue Devils. For the Nighthawks, it's Canty, Punch, Kong, White, and Hill. Jabrian Hill front and center, finds Patrick Punch in the middle, tries to jam it in. He's fouled, and Punch will have to settle it from the free throw line. No dunks yet for National Park College, but the day is young. So Punch is at the line shooting 2. He's 1 of 1 already. He completed an and 1 earlier in the contest. Looking to add to the Nighthawks lead here. Shot number 1, good. One more for Houston, Texas's Patrick Punch. Got it. The Nighthawks are 7 of 7 from the free throw line. They lead the Blue Devils 22-8. Stewart feeds Everett, rounding the arc, looking for space on the inside. Caleb Jones, big 3, knocks it down. Great bucket for Jones. He has 5 points. He leads Kansas City, Kansas in scoring here in the first half. But the Nighthawks have doubled up the Blue Devils here. Punch to White, swings on the wing. White drives baseline, and there's an offensive foul, a reach in. It looks like it's against Caleb Jones. And we'll have free throws coming for National Park's Nicavion White. Be a 1 and 1 for White. First shot, good. Second attempt, good. Nicavion White drains them both. 4 points for White today. And the Nighthawks remain perfect at the free throw line. Lead is 13. Less than 9 minutes to play in this first half. That one's partially tipped by Sadiq Canty. And a great job by the Blue Devils to keep away from the backcourt. Long 3, won't go. Rebound picked up by Mike Queese Taylor. Jones fires for 3. No, Taylor gets another rebound here and tries to bounce it off of a Nighthawk. I believe it's going to stay with Kansas City. 8:37 remaining. The Blue Devils box out on offense here. Howlett on the inbound, finds Michael Everett. Howlett, guarded by Sadiq Canty, gets rid of it to Caleb Jones. Everett fires for 2, it's good. Michael Everett, his first points of the ball game. 24-13, Nighthawks trying to keep their foot on the gas and not allowing a comeback rally here. Kong with the ball down low near the post. Kicked out to Punch, long 3-pointer in and out, a heartbreaker. Here come the Blue Devils quickly into the front court. B.J. Stewart denied by Kong. What a block. T.K. Kong with the rejection. Reginald Morris comes in off the bench. The leading scorer for the Blue Devils this season is back on the floor. Morris is scoreless here in the first half. 8:02 to play. Deep inbound to Stewart. And here's Cortez Howlett with the ball. 8 minutes to play. Howlett dashes past Sadiq Canty. A hook shot, can't get it to go, and it's last touched by a Blue Devil. Nighthawks have it. Nicavion White will inbound to Jabrian Hill. And Hill will take his time picking it up. Here we go. Nighthawk rock across midcourt. Leading by 11 is National Park. On the inside, T.K. Kong, right place, right time, delivers with an impressive layup. 5 points for T.K. Kong. You cannot convince me that pass was not intended for Nicavion White. It was a miss, and Kong was in the right place to take it in. 7:24 to go. Blue Devils on the move. Caleb Jones, far wing, three-pointer with a man in his face. He drains it. Caleb Jones, 2 trays, 8 points, 26-16. 7:09 to play. Bryant Hill for the Nighthawks. Nakavion White trying to direct traffic, set up the offense. Hill to Canty, three-pointer on its way, off the back of the rim. Kong can't get the tip in. Rebound, here come the Blue Devils. Into the front court, Caleb Jones, he's red hot. He'll go to the rim, can't finish. Free throws coming for Jones. Foul's going to be against Nakavion White. By my count, that's 3 Nighthawks with 2 fouls apiece. Caleb Jones to the free throw line for the first time today. White's going to stay in with a couple of fouls. Jones' first shot is good. Kansas City, Kansas sends 3 men back. Second attempt, good. Ten points for Caleb Jones today. TK Kong will take a breather. Taylor Harrell is back in action. The big man started off this game in a big way with 6 quick points for Nighthawk Nation. He does enter with 2 fouls, however. Both Harrell and White with 2 apiece on the floor. 6:37 to play, 15 on the shot clock. Nighthawks moving the ball. Hill thought about a 3, feeds it into Kavion White. White guarded heavily, dribbles, turns and fires. He's going to travel. Attempts the jump pass, couldn't find anyone, coughs up the rock. 6:28 to go. It's an 8-point ball game. It's slowly but surely Kansas City, Kansas is developing a rhythm, trying to take advantage of some Nighthawk miscues here and try to claw back into this thing. Canty at the midcourt stripe, ready to go. Cortez Howlett with the rock. Feeds it over to Myquise Taylor. Taylor decides not to challenge Taylor Harrell. Stewart on the wing. Dished out to Caleb Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Jones kicked out. Three-pointer. Morris on its way. Good. Reginald Morris on the board for the first time today with a pivotal bucket. It's a 5-point ball game. Things are heating up for the Blue Devils here. Nighthawks looking to stop the bleeding. On the inside, White, nowhere to go. Canty, corner, three-pointer, yes! What an answer by Canty! Second tray of the game for National Park College. Canty's first points. Lead back to 8, 5:30 to play. Howlett dished out to Stewart for 3. Off the back of the rim. Patrick Punch with another rebound as he looks to move up the all-time rankings. Nakavion White, front court, out to Canty. Can he do it again? Yes, he can! This crowd is getting pumped up. Canty fueling the Nighthawk offense. Couple of big threes. He is heating up. 5 minutes to go. Here's Caleb Jones. Swing pass. Morris. He hit it 3 moments ago. Didn't get it this time. Rebound. Nakavion White. We have a reach-in foul from behind. Called around midcourt. This is going to be against Myquise Taylor. And we've got free throws coming. Nakavion White heads to the line for National Park. White takes a deep breath. First attempt. Good. Nakavion White looking to go 2 for 2 here. Second attempt on its way. Got it. Lead back to 13 points. The Nighthawks erupting on offense here after Kansas City cut it to 5. 4:40 to play in the first half. Here's Caleb Jones. Jones nearly has his stolen away by Nakavion White. There's a kick ball, and it's going to go back to Kansas City, Kansas. Inbounding looks like it'll be Cortez Howlett. Howlett brings it in from the corner. And there's a layup, up and in for two. Mike Queese Taylor with the bucket. His first of the ball game, 4:24 to go. Hill, White, Harrell, Punch, and Canty on the floor for the home team. Sadiq Canty has been red hot from beyond the arc. White clutches the rock, trying to set up Canty maybe for another tray here. White tells him to slow his roll. They'll try the other side of the floor. Patrick Punch, the window closes. Punch, 1-on-2, 2 on the shot clock. Punch pulls up as time expires. Count the bucket. Clutch shot, Patrick Punch. 7 points for Punch in the first half. The lead is 13, 3:47 and counting. Long two, good. Mike Queese Taylor. Here come the Nighthawks. Jabriant Hill makes his way up the floor. Punch in motion. Down on the wing, Canty makes the man miss. Three-pointer on its way, no good. Harrell, the rebound, stays with the dribble. Kicked out to Punch and White. Deep three, Nakavion White off the back of the rim. Rebound picked up by Taylor. Blue Devils on the run. Out to Howlett on the wing. Taylor thought about a three, cross court, nearly intercepted. Morris hangs on, pulls up for the two-pointer. It's good. Reginald Morris, the bucket. 36-27 Nighthawks. Less than 3 minutes to play in this high-flying first half. And although the Nighthawks have held on to the advantage since the start, Blue Devils have given them a run for their money. Nakavion White can't knock down the three-pointer. Harrell has it knocked away from behind. Nighthawks are going to keep it. Checking in for the Blue Devils, Cameron Williford and Michael Everett. Taylor will take a seat, as well as B.J. Stewart. 2:37 remaining. Don't forget, the Washington Children Youth and Family Services featured Nighthawk of the game is cheer captain Destiny Covey. We'll talk to Destiny coming up at halftime today. Here's Jabriant Hill to Canty. He's been dangerous from beyond the arc, but he floats one up from the free throw line and shows, hey, I can hit mid-range shots too. Canty with 8 points in the first half. 2:15 to play. Nighthawks staying ahead by double digits. Cortez Howlett guarded by Canty, who's hungry for a steal. 2:03 remaining. Morris, 9 on the shot clock. Long three, good. Reginald Morris with 8 points. 4 3-pointers for Kansas City, Kansas. And now it's an 8-point ball game. 1:45 and counting. Nighthawks trying to get it back to double figures. Jabriant Hill, deep three, back of the rim. The threes have not really been falling for the Nighthawks, outside of a couple for Canty and one for Kong. That is it. 90 seconds left, and an opportunity for the Blue Devils to shrink the deficit even further here. Howlett for three, off the rim, no, rebound, Patrick Punch. Punch jets into the front court, looking to take it coast to coast, puts up a prayer, couldn't get it. Rebound, Williford. Williford coming the other way, 1:08 to play. Williford and Howlett, the two guards set for Kansas City, Kansas. Williford drives, dished out, three-pointer, Morris, no. Rebound, Taylor Harrell. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. 38-30 Nighthawks. Hill sizing up the competition, calls the offensive play. Canty and Harrell moving, trying to create an opening. Hill takes it himself, kissed off the glass, it's good. Hill with 8 points. The lead is 10 once again. Blue Devils have to shoot. They can't hold for the final shot, but they can drain it within about a second of the game clock. Howlett, guarded by Hill. 8 on the shot clock. Jones drives, fires, over Harrell, no, anybody's ball. Everett puts it up, can't get it. Tip in, Jones, no. Rebound, and Hill will not get an attempt as halftime draws here 40-30. National Park College after 20 minutes. It's been an exciting one so far here in the Nighthawk Holiday Classic finale. We'll have first half stats coming your way next, and we'll talk to our Washita Children, Youth, and Family Services featured Nighthawk of the game, Destiny Covey. It's all coming up next here on the Nighthawk Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all, and everyone deserves an opportunity to find their place. Flexible class options, in-person and online, help you set the schedule you need at about half the cost of the average Arkansas university. National Park College offers a supportive college experience, close to home at about half the cost. Schedule a tour or apply today. Learn more at np.edu.
Basketball is why I rise above alcohol and drugs.
Back here in the Kettle, 40-30 National Park College at the half. And while we tally the first half stats and get ready for our featured player interview, Nighthawk Cheer has a really fun game for the second consecutive night here. They're playing head, shoulders, knees, and palms. And they have volunteers coming out of the stands here at the Kettle. And we'll let you listen into the action.
Knees, head, shoulder, knees,
Congratulations to our winner, and special thank you to Nighthawk Cheer for another entertaining game here in the Kettle. And that'll take us to our featured Nighthawk of today's game, Nighthawk Cheer Captain, Destiny Covey.
National Park College Nighthawk Athletics Cheer is on the Nighthawk Network, your official home for Nighthawk Athletics this season. Our Ouachita Children, Youth and Family Services featured Cheer Member of the Week, Miss Destiny Covey. Destiny, welcome to National Park College. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am from Mountain Pine, which is like 10 minutes down the road. I went there since 5th grade, and I graduated there with a very small class of 42. I've lived in Arkansas my whole life, and I've cheered since 4th grade.
So why National Park College? A Garland County kid and right up the road as a Red Devil. What was it that encouraged you to stay close to home when picking your college career too?
Well, I originally stayed close to home because I was going to help at Mountain Pine, coach cheer there. So that's a big reason as to why I stayed close. And then I wanted an opportunity to continue cheer. So that was a big part of it.
And then, of course, Coach Michelle Godwin stepped up this year to lead the cheer program. And you were already thinking about being a leader for cheer in the community. Why is cheer so important to you? What is it that drives you to continue doing your best for cheer, no matter which program you're in?
Well, it definitely started from my high school coach, Lillian Alderman. Mountain Pine's very small, so she definitely made a lot of change. We went to Dallas 2 or 3 times for competition cheer, and that's where I kind of saw that that's what I wanted to do more of. Obviously, we don't have that here, but that would be great if eventually National Park Cheer could do competition. So that's what she really pushed me into trying out because I was terrified to try out for a college cheer team. So she pushed me to do it, and I did it.
One of the things we've seen out of you and your team this year is a lot of growth. We see you out there and being active and getting crowds engaged. You've got fun games and you've got themed evenings for the basketball gym, and it just really feels like the complete package when we have a cheer team out there on the floor, and it's easy to see why you were named captain of the team. And what does that mean for you to be a captain, to have that responsibility? What does that look like as you help guide your fellow college students for Nighthawk Nation?
I mean, it's definitely a huge responsibility. I was captain in high school my senior year, and I've had a lot of girls that were amazing captains, and even last year it was very rocky, but that group of girls was great, and they were a very good role model for me. And so it's challenging because it's hard having it all on you, but I had 2 really good co-captains this year with me, so they definitely helped it become a lot easier than it just being me.
Now, with the success that we've seen out of the basketball teams this season, how does that affect your preparation and what your team does going out there on the floor whenever now you're supporting one of the top-ranked teams in the entire country?
It's a lot of pressure. They're excited, so you want the crowd to be excited, and obviously the cheerleaders as well. You want to go out there like you're the top 3 as well with them. So you want to have a lot of energy, like games and all that. And it's definitely harder because it is Christmas and a lot of the students are home. So that makes it even harder. We just need to do more crowd involvement for the people that are there.
Take us behind the scenes of cheer practice. What is it that you guys are doing to continue growing, continue getting better, and being exciting for the crowds out there at the Kettle?
First of all, it takes a lot of team bonding. I think having a strong bond for your team is what's going to make you better when you go out there, because I've been in teams where they didn't get along or whatever the case may be, and it was just miserable. But thankfully this year we have a great team. We're all very close. We hang out all the time. So that's like a main thing we do, is to do like team bond. But practicing all of our material that we're going to go out there and do, practicing the games, like making sure we run through them, making signs to hang out to get more involvement. That's like the main thing we do.
Well, we're really excited to see the cheer team active and functioning so well this season, and congratulations on the honor this week as well. Good luck to you and your team the rest of the way this year. Is there anybody that you'd like to say hello to who may be watching?
Just my parents, my friends. That's about it.
Destiny Covey of Nighthawk Cheer. You can follow the teams online on Facebook, Instagram, and X. She's Destiny Covey. I'm Mark Oliver. This is Nighthawk Cheer on the Nighthawk Network.
Halftime here in the Kettle, where National Park College leads Kansas City, Kansas by a score of 40-30. I'm Mark Oliver with the Nighthawk Network. Let's take a look at first half scores. First for the Blue Devils in this one. They're led by Caleb Jones. 10 points for the Blue Devils, 8 for Reginald Morris, 4 for Mike Queese Taylor, and 2 apiece for Cortez Howlett, Cameron Williford, Dwayne Robinson, and Michael Everett. For your National Park Nighthawks, they're led by Sadiq Canty and Jabryant Hill. 8 points apiece in the first 20 minutes of action. Patrick Punch has 7 points. 6 points apiece for Taylor Harrell and the Kavion White. 5 for TK Kong. The second half comes your way here in just a moment here on the Nighthawk Network. We will be right back with the final 20 minutes of the Nighthawk Holiday Classic.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all, and everyone deserves an opportunity to find their place. Flexible class options, in-person and online, help you set the schedule you need at about half the cost of the average Arkansas university. National Park College offers a supportive college experience, close to home at about half the cost. Schedule a tour or apply today. Learn more at np.edu.
Back here in the Kettle, 10-point ball game. National Park College looking to go 13-0 on the 2023-24 season. It is the final Nighthawk game before the beginning of conference play in 2024, and we hope to see you out here in the Kettle in 2024. But as we take a look at the schedule, if you want to catch the Nighthawks in action next, you'll have to wait till Monday, January 8th. That's when we return, and at 7:30 p.m., the Nighthawks will take on South Ark. Nighthawk women will precede the men in that one, as well as the road to an NJCAA Region 2 championship begins with conference play. But here in the Nighthawk Holiday Classic, Nighthawks looking to hold on, leading by double figures. Here's Reginald Morris out of the gate, can't get a shot to go. Rebound picked up by Jalen Moses. That one is up and in for 2. Kansas City, Kansas has been gritty, finding ways to put points up on the board. They've trailed by double digits for most of the contest, but still flirting with being in this ball game here. 8-point ball game right now. Starting 5 back on the floor for NPC. We've got an offensive foul. This one's going to be against Taylor Harrell, and that's his 3rd. Coach Dylan Hargrove trying to plead his case here. That's 3 against Harrell. Usually this is an Anthony Swift situation, but Swift has 2 fouls of his own. 40-32, Kansas City with the basketball. B.J. Stewart dished out and losing the ball down low. Patrick Punch comes away and steals it and calls timeout. Timeout, Nighthawks. Patrick Punch coming in and grabbing possession of the rock there. Great job for Patrick Punch. We're going to keep it right here. We see you guys out there on the live stream. Give us your energy. It doesn't matter which team you're rooting for. Let us know who you're here to see. Got any plans for the holidays? Hopefully some of your young men are going to come home and see you, but just in case they can't, you can give them a shout out here as well on the broadcast. Looking forward to a great 2024 for Nighthawk Nation. Talked about NJCAA Region 2 play. The Nighthawks number 3 in the country, receiving some first place votes this week as well. It's a season full of firsts here at NPC. All right, back in action here. And as we resume play Nighthawk basketball, thanks to Patrick Punch diving on the floor to get that loose ball. Jabriant Hill to Kieran Collins. Here come the 2 guards as they work their way up the floor alongside Cortez Howlett for the Blue Devils. J.B. Hill with 19:04 to play. We've played 1 minute off the clock here in the second half. Bounce pass finds Nakavion White. White sizing up the defense, starts his dribble against B.J. Stewart, turns in traffic, no, in and out, no good. White hustling back on defense as Stewart finds Jones, Caleb Jones for 2. And back-to-back buckets for Kansas City to start the second half. It's a 6-point ball game. The Blue Devils shrunk the lead as low as 5 late in the first half, and there's a kickball there. It's going to stay with the Blue Devils. NPC trying to find some momentum here. 18:29 to go. Inbound pass finds Nakavion White. White dribbles, drives, beneath the basket, hooks it out, looking for Collins. Saved by Hill inbounds, but it's intercepted by Howlett. Howlett to the hoop, it's good. 4-point ball game. 6 unanswered points to start the second half for the Blue Devils. We've played 2 minutes here in the second half. The Nighthawks desperately looking for a bucket. Dished out to the corner. Patrick Punch can't get it. Rebound, Stewart into the front court. Punch with a steal to Collins. Cross court, J.B. Hill. Jabriant Hill can't find Punch. It's a turnover. Back and forth we go. Sloppy start for the Nighthawks here in the second half. Still holding on to a 2-score lead, but make no mistake, the Blue Devils have all the momentum right now. Howlett, front court, guarded by Collins, swings it out to Stewart. B.J. Stewart on the inside baseline, locked up, stolen away by your all-time leader in steals. Jabriant Hill floats it up. Punch able to corral it. Down low, he's fouled. Punch is going to head to the free throw line and try to stop the bleeding here in the second half. Patrick Punch is 3 of 3 from the line today. He's got 2 shots coming. 7 points in the first half for Pat. First shot, good. And the Nighthawks are on the board here in the second half. Lead boosted to 5. Punch remains perfect. 9 points for Patrick Punch. He leads the Nighthawks in scoring. 17-19 to play. Stewart to Jones on the wing. Punch giving him some space defensively, but locking down his zone. Here's Cortez Howlett. Collins at the perimeter on defense. Howlett for 3. No. Rebound, J.B. Hill. 3 minutes off the clock in the second half. Things are getting interesting here. And we're going to have a foul the other way. Taylor Harrell goes down hard. He looks like he may be hurt. But that's going to be number 4 on Harrell, and Harrell is coming up limping. That's 4 fouls on the big man. No, excuse me. It's not going to be against Harrell. NPC Athletic Director Rich Thompson out on the floor helping clean up the spill. Shout-outs to Coach Thompson for everything he does here at National Park College. And we'll have an extended stoppage in play, trying to take care of player safety here. Nighthawks huddle up. Here we go. We're ready for basketball here. The foul is going to be against Kansas City, Kansas, which means Taylor Harrell will stay at 3 personals. And shout-outs to our officiating crew. Nighthawks trying to energize this crowd. Leading by 6. And that was the most exciting cleanup on the floor that I think I've ever witnessed in 15 years of broadcasting. Something new every day here at NPC. Taylor Harrell on the inbounds, up and in for 2. Great shot by Harrell. He has 8 points. And the Nighthawks are slowly regaining the lead, building, padding, stretching. B.J. Stewart with the rock. Throws it away. Last touch by a Nighthawk is what it's ruled. Blue Devil basketball, and here's how you know Kansas City doesn't even know about it, because they're all headed down the other side of the floor. They say, wait, it's our ball? Coach Dylan Hargrove's hoping to get an explanation. No one's going to talk to him. Blue Devil basketball. Inbounding will be number 10, Mike Queese-Taylor. Nighthawks get on defense here, looking for a takeaway. Handoff, Jones to Howlett, nearly stolen away. Howlett swings it back up high. Taylor, 1-on-2. 3 on the shot clock. Taylor, kick to the corner. Howlett for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. That's going to be a shot clock violation, and it's going to be National Park basketball. Nighthawks lead by 8, but boy, it feels like they've really had to work for it here. They've led for the whole contest, but Kansas City is catching up in the rear view. Hill, bounce pass, finds Patrick Punch, top of the key. 16:09 to play. Collins, pass over Reginald Morris, finds Nakavion White. White jump pass, he's fouled. Foul is going to be on the floor. It's going to be against number 10, Mike Queese-Taylor. Taylor's second personal. Three fouls for the Blue Devils here in the second, 1 for the Nighthawks. Inbound finds Taylor Harrell. They'll swing it to Jabrian Hill. Hill backs up. Blue Devils staying in his zone. Cross-court pass finds Kieran Collins. Collins, smooth moves as he drives in. Down low, Taylor Harrell, count the bucket, there's a foul. I know it's still early in the second half, but this feels like one of Taylor Harrell's best games as a Nighthawk. He has been crucial down low for this team. Free throw, good. Harrell in double figures with 11. .37 remaining. The lead is double digits again. 11. Jones to Howlett. Taylor thought about a 3. Drives in. White and Harrell close the gap. Floater for 2. No go. Nakavion White with the rebound off the rim. Here's Jabrian Hill looking to go coast to coast, and it's in. Jabrian Hill for 2. Timeout on the floor, Kansas City. And you see the camera shaking because this gymnasium is shaking. This crowd is loving it. 49-36, National Park College. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
How about a 9-0 run for the National Park Nighthawks after going down to a 6-0 run to start the second half of action? NPC roaring back into this one, leading 49-36. Taylor Harrell with 5 points in the second half, leading the way for the home team. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Kansas City, Kansas Community College basketball as the Blue Devils continue to fight, claw, and scrap their way back into this ball game. We've played just about 5 minutes off the clock here in the second half. Blue Devil basketball, Caleb Jones top of the key, finding Cortez Howlett. Howlett to Jones. Around the side is Reginald Morris, and he's going to be fouled from behind. NPC thought they had a steal. I believe it's going to be Jabrian Hill on the personal. Yes, Jabrian Hill with his first, according to my count. Blue Devil basketball, Myquise Taylor will bring it in. Inside is Howlett. Howlett, top of the key, feeds it to Morris. Morris nearly has it stolen away again. Jalen Moses hands it to Jones. Patrick Punch with the defense. Jones drives, fires, misses, rebound. Taylor Harrell. Here come the boys in black, coming the other way. National Park College. Jabrian Hill stays with his dribble. Opposite side, kicks it to Collins. 14:32 to play. Collins, smooth moves. Set down to the corner. Patrick Punch. Punch, drives, turns, fires. It's good. Patrick Punch with the reverse layup. He has 11 points. Another rebound for Taylor Harrell. Collins turns on the Jets and puts it up and in for two. Collins with the fake pass bucket. You gotta be kidding me. Collins' first points of the ball game, and this crowd leapt onto its feet. An impressive effort. Collins looking for a steal on the inside. Looks like he got a little too handsy here. He said, "My bad, Coach Hargrove." Collins is signaled with the personal. Second personal for Kieran Collins. Pierce Ross is back into the game for Kansas City. Joining him is Cameron Williford. Williford's going to inbound for the Blue Devils. Taylor Harrell will take a breather. Here comes Anthony Swift. It's Swift time. Pass to Pierce Ross. Ross for three. That's up and in. Big bucket there for Ross. First points of the ball game for number 4. Lead is 14. There have been a couple times today where the Kansas City Blue Devils have cut it low as Jabrian Hill sinks a floater for two. 12 points for JB. Pierce Ross looking to do it again, back of the rim, and won't go. Anthony Swift, rebound. Nighthawk Nation coming the other way. Nakavion White, alley-oop to Punch, can't get it to go. There's a foul. Punch was shoved. He's headed to the free throw line. It'll be Punch's 4th trip to the free throw line. Shooting 2. 11 points for Punch today. First shot. Good. Second free throw, good. National Park College chasing a little bit of history in this one. I'll have the record book open in just a moment and give you an update on what we may be looking at here in the record books today for NPC. National Park will have possession here. Kieran Collins on the inbound. Bounce pass has J.B. Hill. Press coming. Full court press from the Blue Devils. Kicked out to Nicavion White. He was left wide open. Takes the three. Makes the three. Nicavion White strikes from downtown. 9 points for Nicavion White. Blue Devils looking to respond here. Here's a steal by Kieran Collins. Collins, 1-on-2. He's going to slow his roll, try to get his team to catch up. Nope, takes it to the hoop. Excuse me. Collins says, I've got this, guys. Collins, 4 points in the second half, and they've both been impressive buckets. The Nighthawks cruising now with a rebound by Nicavion White, a missed shot from the Blue Devils. 12-13 to play. The Nighthawks have absolutely come alive in this one. Step back three. Anthony Swift. Yes, indeed. Swift is on the scoreboard today. Timeout on the floor. Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Nighthawks cruising 65-39. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Network.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
Back in the Kettle, we're bouncing here in the Nighthawk Holiday Classic. 12:01 to play in this one. NPC with a big lead, 65-39. I mentioned a record could be at stake in this one. It would be a free throw record for National Park College. It would be centered around either most free throws made in a game or best free throw percentage in a game. Too soon to tell. Just to let you know that I'm counting up the numbers while we go along here. Record for most consecutive free throws without a miss is 18 for National Park College. NPC is currently 16 of 16. Pierce Ross with the ball for the Blue Devils as we come back out of the timeout. Blue Devils scrambling. They'll throw the ball away. NPC will have it. On the floor for the home team is Swift and Collins, Punch, Hill and White. 11:39 and counting. 65-39 National Park College. Looking to go 13-0 on the season, and that pass is knocked away. Turnover going back to the Blue Devils. Inbounding will be O'Shawn Jones Winslow for Kansas City. Zone defense from the Nighthawks, protecting the perimeter. Morris wheels out to Cameron Williford. 13 on the shot clock. Steal, Kieran Collins. Collins looking to take it all the way home and knocks it down for two. Collins has been phenomenal here in the second half for National Park College. He's tied for the team lead. Here's a steal from White, dished in to Jabrian Hill, and they're just having fun out there tonight. A 30-point lead for National Park College. It's hard to believe that this was a 4-point game earlier in the second half. Here's Pierce Ross from the free throw line. No, rebound. Nicavion White off the rim. And he fires a laser to Swift in the jam. Anthony Swift for 2. Special thank you to CHI St. Vincent, sponsor of every Nighthawk dunk this season in the dunk cam here at National Park College. 10-10 to play. Howlett feeds it to Morris, Williford, and Ross along the way. Nighthawks staying tight on defense despite the scoreboard. Williford nearly has it stolen away, down low, and Jones Winslow is fouled. Nicavion White charged with his 3rd personal today. We're halfway through the second half here in Hot Springs. It was 40-30 at the break. Kansas City, Kansas erupts for a 6-0 start to the second half, making it a 4-point ball game. It's been all NPC ever since. Missed free throw for Jones Winslow. And that will be the first free throw missed by either team today. Second shot, double miss, rebound, White. Here come the Nighthawks. .9:45 and counting. Kieran Collins feeds to Anthony Swift and Jabrian Hill. Hill tries to slice through the defense, up and in for 2. Jabrian Hill with 16 points. He's already at his average with 9:29 to go. Another steal for the Nighthawks. Kieran Collins up and in. Collins for 2. And Collins and Hill are putting on an offensive clinic here in the second half for the Nighthawks. Going to leave no doubt about it as they try to cruise to win number 13 this year. 9:09 to play. We've got a reach-in foul. It's going to be against Kieran Collins. So Collins will take a seat with his 3rd. Sadiq Canty comes in off the bench to an ovation from the crowd. Everybody loves Sadiq Canty here at NPC. Inbound pass finds B.J. Stewart. Cameron Williford takes it, puts it down in the corner. Stewart fires for 3. That one's in. Feels like the first field goal for a while. B.J. Stewart has his first of the ball game. 75-42 NPC. Patrick Punch with the rock for the home team. 15 on the shot clock. J.B. Hill and Nicavion White nearly stolen away. He has it in the corner. White dribbles up on the wing. Step back, 3-pointer too short. He's fouled. White will head to the line shooting 3 free throws. White is 4 of 4 today. 8:34 remaining in the second half of action. We'll adjust our scoreboard to reflect that it's the second half. Our apologies for that. And I believe we have a stoppage in play counting fouls for Kansas City. White has 3 shots coming. First one's good. Second shot good. And with that free throw, National Park College will set the single game record for consecutive free throws in a game. Perfect 19 of 19. Long 3 won't go. Rebound out of the sky is Anthony Swift. 8:17 to play. White turns in traffic and throws one a little bit too short. Coming the other way are the Blue Devils. Cameron Williford looking for some help off a screen by Stewart. Stewart pulls up. Big three on its way. Back of the rim. No. Rebound comes up. That's O'Shawn Jones-Winslow. Count the bucket. There is a foul. So Jones-Winslow has his first points of the ball game. 78-44. He'll go for the and one here. In and out, no good, and it's going to be a loose ball controlled by Kansas City. Williford drives, pulls up just inside the paint and drains it for two. Cameron Williford, 4 points today. Nighthawks moving the ball quickly here. Here's Sadiq Canty. Canty beyond the arc. He is a deep threat from three-point range. He's already got a couple in today's game. He'll drive baseline and float that one up and in for two. The Nighthawks reach 80. Double figures for Canty in back-to-back games here in the Nighthawk Holiday Classic. Down low, a foul and a bucket. As Cameron Williford will sink it for two. He goes to the line for the and one opportunity. 7:19 to play. In and out. Another miss. That's 4 free throws missed for Kansas City in the second half when they were a perfect 6 of 6 in the first half. 7:09 remaining. Here's Jabrian Hill. Hill guarded by Williford. Hands off to Nakavion White. White skips just inside the paint. Backs up a little bit. Stays onto his dribble. Guarded by Jones-Winslow. White hangs onto the rock, and he's going to step out of bounds, it appears, and it's a turnover. .650 remaining. Cameron Williford with the rock for Kansas City, Kansas. Blue Devils, here's Reginald Morris, puts one up for two, off the rim, no. Rebound to Kavion White. Racking up the rebounds is White. Bounce pass is intercepted. That's a turnover. Williford comes back with the ball. Williford from the free throw line, and he's going to be fouled. That's Jabrian Hill on the shove. We have a 1-and-1 coming up here. Jabrian Hill picks up another personal. I believe that's 2 for Hill. At the line is going to be Williford. Free throw good. Got one more coming. Williford's second shot is good. 30-point ball game, 80-50. 8 points for Cameron Williford today. 6:22 and counting here in the second half. Nighthawks pull up for a deep three. Swift can't get it to go. Patrick Punch unable to secure the rebound. Blue Devils, front court. Williford does it again. Another bucket for Williford, who's quietly turning up the heat for Kansas City. He leads the Blue Devils in scoring in the second half with 8. He has 10 overall. Just under the 6-minute mark here in the Kettle. Hill to Nakavion White. Thought about a three. He's going to take the three. He's going to make the three. Nakavion White from downtown. His second tray of the ball game. He has 15 points today. 83-52, Nighthawk Nation. Williford thought about a three, now kicks it out to Jones-Winslow. O'Shawn Jones-Winslow over Anthony Swift. No, rebound Swift. Nighthawks have it coming left to right. Cross-court pass feeds to Sadiq Canty. Canty takes it to the hoop, and it's up and in. 12 points for Sadiq Canty. One of the best off-the-bench performers you'll see in NJCAA Division II. Stewart with the basketball from just beyond the free throw line. No, in and out. Caleb Jones comes up with the rock. Three-pointer, no doubt about that one. It's in. Jones has his third tray of the ball game. He has 15. Lead is 30. 4:39 remaining. Jabrian Hill takes his time. Guarded by Cameron Williford. Hill takes it to the hoop, and he's fouled hard. So Hill's headed to the free throw line. The Nighthawks have hit 19 consecutive free throws in this game. Hill is 2 for 2 from the line. They're going to try to extend on some history here in the Kettle. Free throw, good. Couple of fresh faces checking in for the Blue Devils. Pierce Ross, Michael Everett. One more coming for Jabrian Hill, excuse me. Perfect. .426 to play, long three, Williford, back of the rim, fighting for a rebound. Nicavion White secures it. Nicavion White likely in double-double territory here. I don't have count of his rebounds at the moment, but I know if he doesn't have 10, he's close. He already has 15 points scoring. Nicavion White was just 2 assists away from his second ever triple-double for National Park last night. Ross feeds Jones. Jones pressured by Swift, Hill, and White. That ball gets away. Jabrian Hill comes up with it. Mismatch into the front court. The alley-oop jam. Canty Claus is coming to town. Special thank you to CHI St. Vincent, proud sponsor of every Nighthawk dunk this season. Canty makes it look easy. There's a block shot foul. Anthony Swift will pick up number 3. So free throws are coming for the Blue Devils. Heading to the line. Looks like it's going to be Cameron Williford again. Nighthawks readying some substitutions. First free throw good. Checking into the game for the home team. TK Kong is back on the floor, and for the first time today, we'll see Brody Tucker, the pride of Kirby, Arkansas. One more free throw coming for Cameron Williford. In and out, no good. Kong with the rebound for NPC. Nighthawk basketball moving left to right. Here we go. 3:40 to play in the basketball game. Jabrian Hill scoots in near the free throw line. Bounce pass trying to hit Kong. Loose ball down on the floor. Kong comes up with the rock. Kong looking for help. Dishes it off down low to Canty. NPC somehow survived with the basketball. Canty for 3. Can't get it to go. Loose ball. Kong can't get the rebound. It's out of bounds, and National Park College is going to have it. Great effort, scrappy effort out of the Nighthawks to hold on to the rock. Hill will inbound. 3:20 remaining. Inside is TK Kong. Hand off to Jabrian Hill. Hill backs up near half court. Williford guarding him loosely. Hand off Sadiq Canty. Canty feeds it to Swift in the middle, over to TK Kong. 4 on the shot clock. Kong down low, turns, reverse, no good. Off the rim, Kong gets the rebound and the put back for 2. TK Kong would not be denied. His first bucket of the second half is a good one. 7 points for Kong. 2:45 to go. Williford has handled the meat of the scoring for Kansas City here in the second half. Long three coming down and knocked down by KJ Kennan, his first points of the ball game. 91-59 Nighthawks. JaBrian Hill dashes in towards the rim. And TK Kong is there to save it. Another rebound, another putback. Kong looking great down low. 2:06 to play. Nighthawks looking for a steal. Canty trying to take it away from Williford. Down on the wing. And there's going to be a foul as Mike Queese Taylor was going up for the shot. JaBrian Hill picks up his third personal. And more subs coming in for the home team. We see Mondo Watkins, Will Dykes, and Hunter Burke hitting the floor. JaBrian Hill's day is likely done. JaBrian Hill with 18 points today. Canty takes a seat as well. At the line is Mike Queese Taylor. Free throw, good. So Watkins, Dykes, Burke, Tucker, and Kong on the floor for the Men in Black. One more free throw for Mike Queese Taylor. Shot is up. No good. Will Dykes with the rebound for NPC. 1:50 to play. Here's Mondo Watkins. Former Lake Hamilton Wolf, Mr. Sports Center. Dishes it to Brody Tucker from downtown. It's good. Tucker with a deep three. One of the brightest sharpshooters this program has ever seen, Tucker. As Williford can't knock down the three, Mike Queese Taylor comes up with the rebound. Taylor in traffic, no. Tips in his own rebound for two. Taylor with the bucket. He has 7 points. Nighthawk basketball, 1:21 to go. Here's Mondo Watkins. Watkins to Tucker, looking to do it again. His three-pointer is blocked by Taylor. Tucker with the chase down low, and a blocking foul. No offensive foul. Tucker takes one for the team. Great leadership out of the sophomore, Brody Tucker. And now Tucker will inbound for the home team. Tucker to Watkins. Here we go. Williford providing the pressure. Brody Tucker across the timeline. Tucker to Watkins. 60 seconds left. 16 on the shot clock for Watkins. Stays with his dribble. Dipped in to Will Dykes. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Tucker backs it out. 4 on the shot clock. Down to TK Kong. Kong drives. He's fouled at the baseline with 1 second left on the shot clock. The foul is going to be against. Looks like number 10, Mike Queese Taylor. Free throws coming for NPC's TK Kong. The first miss of the ball game for National Park College. Kong comes up with the loose ball. It's going to be Kansas City basketball. That breaks the streak of 21 consecutive free throws. It's still a record for NPC today. 37 seconds to go. Taylor puts one up in traffic, count it. And the Nighthawks will have it. They will have to shoot one more time. Shot clock less than half a second differential from the game clock. But they cannot hold. Ten seconds left. And the Nighthawks will try to drain it as low as possible. Watkins has his hands full to Tucker. Thought about the three-pointer. NPC is going to take the shot clock violation. That's going to be your ball game. National Park College will move to 13-0 with a convincing win over Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Your final score, 96-64. The Nighthawks remain undefeated. They'll close the books on the 2023 calendar year undefeated, and with bright futures ahead as NJCAA Region 2 play looms in 2024. Back in a moment to wrap everything up for the Nighthawk Holiday Classic here in Hot Springs. This is Nighthawk basketball on the Nighthawk Network.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Nighthawk Athletics is growing. Home to more than 107 student athletes, NPC has built an athletic program with 4 regional championships and 2 nationally ranked teams in just 7 years. Consider supporting the development of this 51,000 square foot multi-use athletics facility that includes indoor practice space and workout facilities, along with fields for baseball, softball, soccer, and track and field. Your tax-deductible gift could change a student's life. Give today at np.edu/support.
I rarely get sick, and my primary care provider makes sure I stay that way.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns.
Now I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider. But if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Start a primary care relationship for long-term health benefits.
There's a place for you at National Park College. NPC understands that one size doesn't fit all.
Final score in today's game, 96-64. National Park College remains undefeated at 13-0. Kieran Collins is with us on the broadcast, and he just got himself a nice bath. Kieran, how did that one feel out there? You guys come away with a huge second half to secure your 13th win of the season, and of course we have to have number 13 in the postgame.
Man, it was amazing, man. Something to go into Christmas break on. Excited to come back and keep building. We just want to keep getting better until we get to number 1, and then after that, you know, our final goal is the Natty.
Kieran, you guys started off very strong in this one, a convincing first half, a 10-point lead at the break, but then Kansas City roared back. They had a 6-0 run. They cut that lead to 4 points. What did you guys do to turn on the Jets, start the scoring, and never look back?
We understand it's a game of runs, so we try not to get too low whenever they did go on theirs, and just keep our composure. And, you know, we understand who we are. The first half, we didn't shoot as well as we normally do. We just had to stay composed through it, and we shook out of it in the second half.
Kieran, congratulations on the win. History continues to be made at National Park College. Now that all-time winning streak boosted to 13 straight games. Can't wait to see what the rankings show when they come out on Monday. Happy holidays to you and your family. Safe travels back to Texas this holiday season. We can't wait for Region 2 play in January.
Yes, sir. Thank
Kieran,
you,
anybody you want to say hello to before you go?
Shout out to my mom and my dad, man. Shout out to my little brother, Kellen. Shout out to my brother, Jaden, as well.
Kieran Collins of National Park College, congratulations on the win. Win number 13 in a row for National Park College in a big way. 96-64 is your final score, and that concludes the 2023 Nighthawk Holiday Classic. Safe travels to all of our friends from Allen County Community College, Arkansas State University, Mid-South, and Kansas City, Kansas Community College on their respective travels back home. And we wish all of you a happy holiday season as well. We've got some final stats to bring your way before we wrap things up in this one tonight. First, we'll talk about Kansas City, Kansas. They were led today by Caleb Jones, 15 points in the losing effort, 11 for Cameron Williford, 9 of those coming in the second half. Third on the team in scoring was Mike Queese-Taylor with 9. Reginald Morris finished with 8 points. Cortez Howlett had 4 points today. 3 points for B.J. Stewart and K.J. Kennan and Pierce Ross. And 2 points for O'Shawn Jones-Winslow, Dwayne Robinson, Jalen Moses, and Michael Everett. Now for your National Park Nighthawks, they were led today by JaBryant Hill. 18 points for Hill. Second on the team in scoring was Nicavion White with 15. 14 for Sadiq Canty, 13 for Patrick Punch, 11 for Taylor Harrell, 9 for TK Kong. Kieran Collins, who we spoke to a moment ago, finished with 8 points in the win today. 5 points for Anthony Swift and 3 points for Brody Tucker. We are back in action on January 8th with Nighthawk men's basketball as they take on South Arkansas College to start NJCAA Region 2 play. Our next Nighthawk Network broadcast is January 5th as Nighthawk women's basketball plays host to Murray State College. My name is Mark Oliver with National Park College. Thank you so much for tuning into the Nighthawk Holiday Classic this season. Happy holidays to you and your family. Stay safe, stay well. We can't wait to see you back in the Kettle here on the Nighthawk Network in 2024. Signing off from a very successful Nighthawk Holiday Classic. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is National Park Nighthawk Basketball on the Nighthawk Network. We'll see you next time.